The Gospel Sounds Music Awards is coming to Birmingham, Alabama, Friday, August 22nd, 2025. Hosted by Sir Every Drake and Yielded. Featuring the New Hope Mass Choir, Brian Woods, and the Voices of Victory, Phyllis Wong, Keelan Coleman, B.J. Williams, and Shabak. Terrence Gamble, and the Living Testimony community singers, Michael Lee and Ron Summers, and many more. All roads lead to the Greater Grace Church, 1945, Centerpoint Parkway, Centerpoint, Alabama. VIP reception, 5 p.m. Red carpet, 5:30 p.m. Main show, 7 p.m. Tickets are $35 in advance, 40 at the door. VIP 50. Get your tickets at Eventbrite. The Gospel Sounds Music Awards. Don't you dare miss it.
It's your boy Uncle Luck. I'm from Lafayette, Louisiana, and I'm rocking with Yielded on the FIYAH Show, baby. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, it's your boy, Lee to the Ride. What up, everybody? And I'm rocking worldwide with my girl, Yielded. She keep bringing that blaze to the FIYAH Show. Oh, wait. So y'all keep it funky, keep it peaceful, keep that love. And Yielded, you keep bringing that fire, lady. Ooh.
I'm Sean Lee House from Kansas City, rocking with Yielded on the FIYAH Show.
Hello there, this is your head Deacon Tuesday from Solid, Louisiana, and I'm rocking with you on the FIYAH Show. Now you know, let's go.
What's up? It's your boy, comedian cousin Al from Houston, Texas, and I'm rocking with my girl Yielded on the FIYAH Show. Every Tuesday from 4 to 7.
This is Naisha Miller from Seattle, Washington, and I'm rocking with Yielded on the FIYAH Show.
What up, world? It's your boy, Januel, coming out that Hugh Tex, that H-Time, and I'm rocking with my girl, Yielded, and that FIYAH Show all the time. That's right.
Hey, yo, Antoine Hilton from Long Island, New York, and I'm rocking with my main girl, Yielded, on the FIYAH Show.
It's the FIYAH Show, hosted by Yielded. Turn up the radio if you feel it. We gon' talk, we gon' laugh and hear music.
Tuesday at the 4 o'clock hour. Yep, right here in these H-Town streets. The New York streets at 2 o'clock on the Pacific North and West side. But hey, what's going on? Listen, y'all, we're doing what we do today. We're going to put a little heat to the word on the street. Yeah, and with that dedicated news. Oh, listen, y'all, I am super excited to be here. I've been missing y'all. Y'all been missing me? All right, if you've been missing me and I've been missing you, then won't you go ahead and grab somebody else in here? Let them know that the FIYAH Show is about to go up in a blaze. Go ahead, like and share the video. Comment in the choir stand so that we can say hello to you. We want to let the people know that you are here. We want to know you're here. We want to shout y'all out. It is an amazing day already on the FIYAH Show. Why? Because you're here. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? I'm excited. Why am I excited? Because we have an amazing guest that's already here. We have you that's already here. We got co-hosts that's hanging out in the back. They're going to be coming in a little bit. But in the meantime, in between time, go ahead and like and share the video. What's up to my girl, Tanja D, the Ton of Fun, all the way out in those Shreveport, Louisiana streets. She be out there in them streets cracking jokes and making the people laugh. I almost got choked up right there. If you're not following my girl, Tanja D, then I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't like it. Get over there. Tanja D, the Ton of Fun. Look her up. Ton, the comedian. You'll find the T-O-N. You know, like she got a big back, but she don't. You know, Ton. Huge. Short for Tanja. I don't know. Find her. What's up, Felicia Lamb? I'm choking over here, y'all. I must be choking because the Saints is in the vestibule eating peanuts, and I'm choking because I can see them eating peanuts. They chugging them back, but don't worry about it, y'all. We're going to have an amazing time today. So again, like and share the video. Like and share the video. I've been missing y'all the last couple of weeks because I've been, y'all know that gentleman who be managing me and be bullying me and stuff on the show. He been had me booked and working every Tuesday. Seemed like I'm being bamboozled, hoodwinked, or shankadanked, or shabooked is my word. Y'all remember when I made that one up about 3 years ago? Shabooked. Who out there, Felicia Lamb, this might be a project for you. I need you to start collaborating and generating all of these words that are only yielded words. You know, like Webster got a dictionary, yielded want a dictionary. So shabooked. I don't know how to spell it. You spell it and put the phonetic spelling so people know what it is. But shaboot is like synonymous to hoodwink, to bamboozle. Shaboot, that's my word. All right. So Felicia Lamb, put that dictionary together, and yeah, let's get that thing out there and get it published and published. Enema. No, that's not the right word either. Okay, don't worry about it, y'all. But yeah, like and share. Get your friends and family in here. So I see you giving me cues, but I don't know what your cues mean. So you got to stop doing them faces and gestures and stuff because I'm confused. I don't know what you're doing. So stop doing that, sir. You, Mr. Mister. Yeah, okay, thank you. So he's giving me cues, but I don't know what the cues mean, so stop doing that. But yeah, shaboot. That's it right there, Felicia Lamb. Shaboot. You got to make sure the people get a phonetic spelling so they know how to pronounce it, because they got to say it just like I said. It don't mean nothing because it's the Yielded dictionary. You know, y'all always want to say according to Webster, according to Yielded. I see it coming. Got to put those things out there. But I don't believe the Lord gonna bless all of this foolishness. But nonetheless, y'all, are you excited? I am excited. Today's show is The Battle Is Not Yours. I know y'all probably looking for Yolanda, but she ain't coming. My mama daughter Yolanda coming, but not Yolanda Adams. The battle is not yours. Look at that. Look at that. I prophesied. There she is. Let me tell y'all something. There's power in this here tongue. There go my mama daughter right there. So not that Yolanda, but Yolanda Adams. The battle is not yours. We have an amazing guest that's going to be here tonight, this evening, in a minute, to share an amazing story with you all, to let y'all know that God is amazing and he's able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all we could ever ask or think. Why? Because he know we don't even know how to pray. We don't even know what to ask for. So this amazing guest that's going to be here, I'm giving y'all some precursors because I don't want y'all to go nowhere. I want y'all to miss it. I want y'all to get some other people in here so they can hear this. The Bible says that we are overcomers by the blood of the Lamb and the words of our testimony. And I believe that there's a testimony that's going to be shared on this afternoon that is going to be able to help the masses. Why? Because God gives us a testimony to be able to endure and to be able to help other people on the other side. And so if in the event that you know somebody that is struggling with anything in their life and they don't know how they're going to get on the other side of it, the answer is here tonight. So go ahead, grab them, share this video. If you've not already shared, go ahead and share it, like it and share it. I don't know. Like it and share it, and get it all together. And I don't know. So listen, we got lots of people that might be watching from the wrong place. So if we're watching from a link that was shared with you, then that's probably the wrong place. So you probably need to go out and go over to the social media and watch it on the social media. So I'm looking at a few people backstage. I don't know what's going on back there. You might want to chat to them and let them know that this is they about to be on the show. So just chat to them and let them know, because I wasn't aware. But anyways, y'all, listen, it is May the 27th. If y'all know me, I've been counting down for May 24, 25 for the longest time, and May 24, 25 has passed. It was just this Saturday. And so my baby boy, my youngest, made the last walk across those high school streets, y'all. He walked across the stage. Well, it wasn't even at the high school. He was down at the NRG. He was down at the Reliance Center. And but he made that walk. Also, Mike O's Tiny Man, that is probably the biggest person I know this side of the Gobi Desert, walked the stage. I don't know why the baby's name is Tiny. He looked like he's 7 feet tall. And you know, he's a nice sizable young man. So I think that's the oxymoron, but he also graduated on this weekend. So shout out to Tiny Man Ornelas and Dallas Cowboy Green on those amazing accomplishments, and all the other graduates. I saw some of y'all graduating from high school, some of y'all graduating from kindergarten. I don't know when it came a thing that they graduate from every grade these days, but they graduating from Crayola school. They graduating from liquid paste school. They graduating from all of these places. And so shout out to all of the graduates. I saw this man on the Dedicated News. He was 90 plus years old. He graduated. Y'all, that was an amazing accomplishment. But this is my question. Where are you going to work at? Who finna hire him with his new college degree? I mean, I'm just saying, God is able, but he like 97 years old, and they didn't excluded DEI. So, sir, they don't need your 97-year-old tenure in there to make their quota. Let me get to the national holidays. I see the ticker tape. Let me just stay in here and do what's going on. Shout out to Joe Boy from DSM Do Something Movement Morning Show, y'all, over there at CL Radio. Y'all can catch him every Saturday morning at Dark 30. He on like at 7 o'clock. And they be over there cutting up and clowning. I'm like, who in the world is up clowning this early in the morning on a Saturday? They got a segment on the show, y'all. I think it's called That Ain't Right. And they just be talking about all kinds of stuff. And they be like, really? Who doing that? Yeah, but national holiday today, y'all. Well, actually, it was yesterday. Cassidy, this is for you. I hadn't done it in a long time. I see you right there. Cousin Al said he graduated from the School of Ghetto, my master in hood divinity. Cousin Al, lay your hand on your chest and ask the Lord to do it. Do it right now, Lord. Heal him right now, Lord. Shout out to Sean Lee House out in those Kansas City streets, y'all. But listen, the anniversary or the holiday for yesterday, and I'm going to give it to y'all. 30 years ago yesterday. 30 years ago. Y'all hear me? I ain't going to say this no more. And if y'all bring it up, I'm going to say the line. 30 years ago yesterday, I walked the stage and I graduated. Yeah, 30 years. I know y'all thought I was just 30 years old. God good, ain't it? But yeah. So let me get into these national holidays. So y'all won't talk about that. Don't hold long there. Don't worry about it. It is National Cellophane Wrap Day. For those of you that don't know how to use cellophane, it's your day to go practice. Get some from the dollar store first, so you don't waste any of that good wrap that costs like $17 for the little box, and you don't even know how to use the little metal clip on there to cut it. You just ripping it off of there and it's all crinkled up at the end. Yeah, that little metal clip is strategically placed there to cut your cellophane. So it's National Cellophane Day. It is also National Grape Popsicle Day. Anybody like a grape popsicle? So I like grape popsicles. But once I got older and realized that I had been smoking the Bluebonnet Chronic, when I eat the grape popsicle, I didn't want to eat the grape popsicle no more because it turned, and I'm real fast skinned, and so my lips turned real black. And I looked like I was smoking. Anyway, it's National Grape Popsicle Day. It is also National Gray Day. It is National Hairstylist Mental Health Awareness Day. I'm not even going to read into that. I don't even want to know what that means. National Hairstylist Mental Health Awareness Day. We're going to run past that. It's National Sunscreen Day. So for all of you that are planning to go out and take your big backs on the beach this summer, make sure you get you some sunscreen. That's it. Don't come over here turning my mic off, Joe Boy. I'm just saying, you know how, Joe Boy, rumor has it that you're going to be down there at the Lakewood Church preaching. That's what I had heard. I read it. See, that's how lies get started. Nobody told me that. I read it on something I saw. So you're going to be out there preaching down in the Lakewood streets. Put that information in the comments there so the Fire Knights can come over there and support you. Okay? Yeah, I saw that. But National Sunscreen Day. It is also National Nothing to Fear Day. Nothing to fear but fear itself. The saints would love to say that fear stands for false evidence appearing real. I believe we're going to talk about a little bit of that today too. But yes, it's National Nothing to Fear Day. Old Time Piano Play Day. We're going to run past that too. It's National Slavery Abolition Day in Guadalupe. I don't know why that's a national holiday, but we're grateful for them to be that they abolished slavery in Guadalupe. We happy that everybody abolished slavery. It's also birthday days. Who we got? We got Jada Kiss. We got Princess May. We got Royalty Brown. We got Ryan Henry. We got Zach Heron. And I only know two of them people. But happy birthday. Happy birthday to y'all. Happy birthday. Okay, I'm sorry. So listen, y'all, that was y'all's national holidays today. And I ain't going to do no whole lot of tarrying on them holidays because like 50, 11 of 100 of them did not make sense. So, no. We're not going to delve down into them. We're not going to talk about them. We're not going to talk about it at all. But listen, shout out to all of the amazing people that are showing up in the background. If you're in the background and you're not a guest, you're in the wrong room. Amazing people. We're super excited to have y'all at the church today. But y'all got to go out in the congregation and watch. Y'all in the pulpit. Everybody can't come to the pulpit, and the sermon is only for Pastor Carr today. Pastor Carr gonna preach the message today. So if you're in the pulpit, that means you're back there in a room that says you're not in the room. Then you're in the wrong place. You got to go over to the social media. Go find Yielded, YIELDED. Watch there. Or meet us over on YouTube. And guess what today? We live on Instagram. So for all of y'all that are there, make sure y'all come on in and say hello to us over here in the choir stand. Joe Boy is going to be preaching this Friday, May the 30th at 7 p.m. at Lakewood Church on the 3rd floor. You heard me, on the 3rd floor. Like, bro, man. Okay, that's 3. So he's going to be there this Friday, 7 p.m. at Lakewood Church. Y'all go over there and check him out. Joe Boy, I won't be in town, but I'm going to see if I can get a person or two to come down around over there and hang out with you. My girl Sean Lee says it's going to be her birthday on May the 29th. So in 2 days, everybody go to Sean Lee's page and shout happy birthday to her. Say it in English, Spanish, Lebanese, or whatever other languages you know how to say it in, okay? If you speak tongues and you know how to say happy birthday in tongues, then I'm praying for you, because I don't think that's got nothing to do with what the Lord said to use your tongues for. But anyway, that's not my business. I'm not. Hey, let me get my co-host in here. Is anybody here? Because I ain't been here, so I thought maybe they might be here today, but I don't know if they're here. Michael.
What's up, Lorenzo? Oh, wait. That ain't Lorenzo.
Hey.
Well,
no. I got hair.
What? Yielded, where you been?
So that little bald man that you've been hanging out with here every Tuesday,
you know,
he been having me working.
We've been cutting up a little bit while you were gone. You know that, right?
Yeah, I done heard all the nasty things y'all said about me.
I
called me a bully like 72 times last week. I said the disrespect that goes on in the church when the saints ain't there.
Congratulations, Dallas. I know
that's where you're going with this tiny man, Daddy.
I know you're proud of that boy right now.
Look at you.
I know you are. Can I ask you a question? Did you cry?
So I did have a little bit of tears. It was well before the ceremony even started. I was just, I'm just gonna say yeah, because if I say no, my mama daughter is over there and she's gonna start typing stuff, and then I'm gonna block her, and Lorenzo gonna have to put her out the church permanently. We're gonna send her with a letter. But yeah, so long answer short, yeah.
Hi Yolanda, how's everything going? I had a moment with my tiny man.
You did. And, what it was like?
He's actually graduating. He's actually graduating Saturday, and we've been doing all kinds of pre-graduation this, pre-graduation that, you had mentioned earlier that this was like the 30th graduation for them. It's kind of you're kind of on cue because he did the pre-K, he did the K, he did the elementary, he did the junior high, and now he's doing high school. This is 5th time on that stage.
Listen, Dallas been telling people he graduated from TSU a long time ago because he had one of them 99 graduations at TSU's campus. So he's already a college graduate before he ever graduated high school. So I understand. Look here, Michael. Is that other guy here?
Well, maybe it's his turn to take a day off because I don't know if he appreciated the bulliness. That's what he called it.
Bully. So I mean, it would serve him right if we talked about him behind his back, because he talked about it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
With his old nappy head self.
With his Knicks loving. Oh, what's up? How y'all doing? Lorenzo, we'll see you next week. How you doing, Yielded?
So he not here?
I don't
Lorenzo, are you here? I don't think he's here. Well, I guess we're gonna have an amazing show today because we get to do what we want when we want. Tape coming up. We ain't got to worry about nobody telling us what to do, when to do it, how to do it. So we about to rock. So hey, all of y'all Fire Nights, go ahead and say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. Make sure you like and share the video, because today's show, all of our shows are great, but today's show is let's just say it's a it caused a pitter pat in my heart because it's a very, very dear, special friend of look at the rats. Saints always want to tell. I'm gonna tell on y'all. Felicia tell me she gonna tell. You ain't telling nothing. Tell what the kids say. Tell your tail smell. You ain't telling nothing. So
tell.
The guest today is a very dear friend of mine. I have a love-hate relationship for him. I love, what he helps me accomplish, but I hate that he makes me do it. So, but he gonna come in here a little later and we're gonna talk about all of that good jazz. But it's 4:20. Let me tell y'all something. Michael, if you see my forehead start shining, let me know, because my internal sauna has been just coming on and it won't shut off. And like right now, I'm having a whole moment. And so if I get real close, it's because I just need to be like this, because I might be done turn the fan on. I might have a fan going. I might be on the beach and got some men fan. That's in my dreams. Don't worry about it. But yeah. So we're gonna get ready to get prepared for this dedicated news. But is Lorenzo coming or no? Did he tell you he wasn't gonna be here?
He didn't tell me anything. I was too scared last night through that storm. Did you hear that storm last night? Oh my God.
So I don't think you heard me. This man has been having me working on Tuesdays, and I've been everywhere but in Houston on Tuesdays. My hair cute, girl. Come on, listen. Let me tell you something about this. My hair cute or Lorenzo hair cute?
But your hair,
Lorenzo not here.
Look at
Let me tell you something. This hair is old, baby. I just spit on it before the show started. Spit right there on it, laid it down. So it's probably gonna lift up before we get into that. Roy Brown, what's happening? Roy, how you been, Roy? Wait, where's your guy, Roy? He's not here today. What's
my
up,
guy?
It's starting to feel like when I'm here.
Hey, my guy. What kind of boondoggles going on here?
My screen froze, Michael.
So what y'all talking about?
We was talking about Roy, and he was gonna come be a guest on the show, and RJ was gonna fix his hair and get him camera ready, and
tomfoolery and boondoggles.
My screen froze again.
What's going on, my fire knights? How y'all doing out there in this fire world? Welcome once, welcome twice, welcome in the name of Jesus Christ. Thank you for joining us today.
He's so saved today.
We appreciate each and every one of you, each and every week, for joining us here. Don't worry about the bullying, because the bullying will not be justified today. We're going to have somebody that's in the back in the vestibule that's going to handle all of this bullying that's coming up on me. But we love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in each and every week, where we bring
from the heart
to the word on the street.
That's right.
Look at him, Michael. He got it right this week. I heard him say that last week. I was like,
did I get a round of applause from everybody?
Yeah, he
Hey, hi, SISTER. How you doing?
Oh my goodness. Look at here. Felicia, see, that's why you can't have good friends. She's talking about she glad he showed up because we was about to act up. We was not about to act up. So I think right now, because Felicia is being petty messy, I think we should probably take
what's up, KC? Where's Dalvin, JoJo, Devontae? Hey,
my guy.
I think we should take a commercial break. Hello, Annabella?
Annabella, how do you say that last name?
Gus. Hello, Annabella. I think she may be a new fire night. Welcome to the fire show.
I'll take it. Cassidy Ham.
Yeah. So, Roy Brown, if you're pulling for the Knicks, then that means you've downloaded that song, New York City, by none other than Mr. Antoine Hilton, because they adopted that bad boy for their anthem over there. Go get it. Go get it. New York City by Mr. Antoine Hilton. If you ain't listening to it, something must be wrong with you. Something must be the matter. So look, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to pay a few bills.
Excuse me.
Up in this church.
Excuse me.
Okay, you're Carl's daughter. Okay, all right. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in.
Behind the golden light.
That's a chicken place, ain't it, Carl's? They got the chicken. Oh, never mind. So Lorenzo, take us to a commercial break. And when we come back, y'all, we're going to say hey to y'all again, but we're going to bring the dedicated news. So like and share the video, so y'all don't miss the dedicated news. Keep it locked right here to Anointed Radio Network, where you get Yielded, Lorenzo, and Michael is putting a little heat to the word on the street from the FIYAH Show. We'll be right back, y'all. All right.
You're so scared.
Greece is cheap.
But the airfare costs a fortune.
Paris?
Not much closer, and again, airfare...
What about Puerto Vallarta?
Let's face it, flying anywhere is just too expensive.
Wait, what's this? Low-cost airlines.
With one call to low-cost airlines, you'll drastically slash your travel costs. We're talking insanely low airline prices to any of your favorite destinations. Where would you like to go? London, Rome, Costa Rica, Australia?
Wow, that's cheap.
So why wait? Call now to learn how crazy cheap it is to fly anywhere in the U.S. or international. Our prices are so low, we can't publish them. The only way to get them is to call to instantly hear the most amazing best deals on airline travel. It's that easy. So call now and start packing.
Call 855-325-1768. That's 855-325-1768. 855-325-1768. That's 855-325-1768.
Recover Now is a national campaign aimed at the education and awareness of the devastating effects of opioid and heroin abuse and curbing drug and alcohol addiction in the United States. Recover Now is sponsored by treatment facilities nationwide. Many of them have been where you are, and they want to help by spreading a message of hope and recovery. They're working hand in hand with major insurance companies nationwide that can help you or a loved one get clean in 7 to 30 days. Recover Now is embarking on a national outreach campaign on TV and radio to promote anti-addiction messages. So if you, a loved one, or someone you know has a problem with drugs or alcohol, do not wait. A new life for you could be 30 days away. Call us right now. I promise this call can change your life. Sponsored by the Detox and Treatment Helpline.
Call 877-675-2490.
If you're living with diabetes and using insulin, you know the pain of pricking your fingers over and over again. By wearing a small device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce the pain of pricking your fingers right away. If you use insulin daily, you might be eligible to get your own continuous glucose monitor. So call the US Med Diabetic Health Hotline today and learn about the latest CGM technology. Not only can a CGM immediately reduce pain, it's accurate, easy to use, and helps you make better diabetes treatment decisions. And if you have Medicare or private insurance, you can see if you qualify for a CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost. We'll also provide free shipping of your new CGM, and we'll bill your insurance company for you. If you use insulin daily, you might be eligible to get your own continuous glucose monitor. So call the US Med Diabetic Health Hotline to see if you qualify for a CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
What's up, family? It's your boy, Cousin Al, reminding you to keep it locked right here on the FIYAH Show. I'm coming with your dedicated news, the top 3 news stories of the week, the news you can use. It may come from CNN or the crackhead down the street, but I guarantee you don't want to miss this. Keep your eyes open and your ears clean. You know what I mean?
Today we're comparing blue pills, the name brand, with our generic little blue pill.
Okay, so what's the difference?
The name brand pills have the brand name from a large pharmaceutical company engraved on each pill.
What does that do?
It makes them cost a lot more. Both pills have the same active ingredient, which allows you to be, well, more active.
Don't pay more for the name, pay less for the pill. Get our generic blue pill for as little as $2 each. Call right now for yours.
We gon' talk, we gon' laugh and hear music. Whatever you gon' need for your amusement.
So can you hear me? What's going on? Can y'all hear me or no? Can anybody hear me? All right, listen. I was being silly. I was whispering. But I just want y'all to know that this is the FIYAH Show, where we are every Tuesday, 4 to 7 p.m. putting a little heat to the word on the street. Listen, I'm sorry, y'all. It's so funny. So the program director is like giving me cues and saying stuff to me back there in the background. And he was like, I can't hear you. I was whispering. That's why you couldn't hear me. But listen, y'all, are y'all ready to get to this dedicated news? Well, before we get to the dedicated news, I got to bring them back in here. Lorenzo, Michael, where y'all at? Come on in here. Get in here.
I was right here now.
Where y'all been at?
I've been everywhere.
I went around the corner.
I've been everywhere, man.
I've been up and down, side to side, in and out.
I'm nervous about all of that.
Everywhere.
So, yeah, we have a guest that's already in the vestibule, y'all. And y'all know how we do. So we kind of bring the guests on in before we give the news, because we like to watch the reactions of our guest. Or determine if they're going to stick around and stay to do their interview based on what they see on the news. So listen, we have an amazing guest. You introducing our guest, Lorenzo, or am I introducing our guest?
You've been away for so long. You're going to introduce today. You're going to work today, darling.
Can we get a B? B. Can we get a U? U. Can we get a L-L-Y from the bully? Yeah, that's it. Anyway, y'all. So listen, this amazing guest is
the bully.
The M-E-S-S-Y, Messy. You. That's you, Michael. Messy Mike. That's your new name. Change his name. So listen, y'all, we have an amazing guest that is out in the vestibule. We're going to bring him in before we get to the news. I am super excited to have this guest on because he's a personal friend of mine. Well, I want to call him a friend, but the nature of our relationship don't allow us to be friends, because one time when my back was bigger, because it's still big. One time when my back was bigger, I had sought out somebody to help me unbig my back. And so a friend of mine say, I know somebody that's in the unbigging back business. And so he's a master unbigging back person over there. And so he said, okay, come over here and I'm going to help you unbig your back. And he was so nice and he was so polite. And because he was so nice and so polite, unlike some of the people in this church, he was so nice and so polite, I was committed to doing what I was supposed to be doing. And then it was like, he would say stuff like, do 15 of those. And I'd be like, 14, 15. All right, keep doing it till I get tired. Excuse me? What?
You can do it until,
what did you just say, sir?
Until who get tired?
He said until he get tired. And he would be standing there drinking coffee.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Drink your coffee.
Drink your coffee.
Like, as they would say in the missionary Episcopal, Hold My Mule, Primitive Baptist Church, they would say, we're going to introduce to some and present to others. Pastor Carl, where you at? For the second, he ain't a new guest here. He been here before.
Yeah,
hey, Pastor Carl, I get nervous every time I see him.
See, we got to talk about the stuff you said now.
Mr. Carl,
okay.
Mr. Carl, you're in the
you can hear me?
business.
I can hear you. I was looking dead at you. You couldn't see me, or maybe you could, but
you were supposed to mute his mic.
They didn't do that.
He wasn't supposed to let you hear me. Hey, Pastor Carl.
I see you. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk after the show. We got a lot of talking to do.
She's supposed to be doing something, ain't she, Mr. Carl?
That's right.
You ain't tired yet, right?
That's
no.
right. It's the camera. The camera making me look fluffagus.
Okay, that's what you call it. That's all right. We're gonna take care of it, though. Take care.
I'm slim.
We got
like my mama would say. My mama used to say, "We're gonna take care of it after church."
Oh yeah. We're gonna take care of it.
So Lorenzo, mute Pastor Carl's mic. He not here yet.
He's here today.
We are super excited to have you here. We're definitely going to delve down into who you are and all of the things that you do. And we're definitely going to get into this story of the battle is not yours. But what we want to make sure you do, first of all, is get the news. I know you probably watch the news on your TV. You probably get news alerts on your phone. Your wife and kids probably come tell you some of the latest trending news. But here on the FIYAH Show, we have someone that is dedicated to bringing the news. I mean, he's so dedicated, he skips work. He calls neighbors all around the community, across the country to get this information because he's dedicated to bringing you the news. but there's just one slight issue. He's ghetto. He ghetto. He ghetto. So he's dedicated and ghetto. So we have the dedicated news. Okay. So with no further delay, and I know all of the Fire Knights are here, and Pastor Carl, you can feel free to engage and converse and do all the things you want to do while the news is running, because we're going to be watching you. We want to see your response. So at this time, y'all, here on the Fire Show, like we do every Tuesday, it's time for the dedicated news with Cousin Al.
Let's do it.
See, that was me too. But see, I didn't take credit for it because I wanted Antoine to get his, his royalties and all of that carrying on. But I was the one said at the end, the song was good. It's the Fire Show, hosted by you. But at the end, I said, you need to put some Mariah Carey. Ow! 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 I said, you need to put that at the end. And, but I never told nobody that. That's something I wanted to keep. Oh! What's up, everybody? It's your boy Cousin Al right here on the Fire Show. This is your dedicated news. Let me get to the studio. Run my intro while I run to the studio.
I thought the lights were still out from last night.
All right. Number three. Let's jump right into it, y'all. This is gonna be short and sweet. Let me watch the words I use. This gonna be quick. Ooh, I don't even like that word. It's just so messed up, y'all. Just pass me by. Listen, the Diddy trial. A lot of people been saying, "Hey, Al, you ain't said nothing about the Diddy trial. Did he do it? Did he not? You ain't saying it." And I said, well, I guess I got to come back since we did talk about it a little bit earlier before we knew it was going to be so salacious and so, salacious. Gory. We didn't realize that. But y'all, I mean, we can listen real quick to a little bit of the story. But y'all, this is a Christian network. We not going to be. We ain't doing it. My church don't have enough Bible study for me to talk about it. So we go just listen through a little bit of a little bit. And we're going to call it quits, okay? So y'all go look on your own and do your own detail and dig into the details of everything. Sorry for doing that. The details of everything. I'm
got your fingers.
Yeah. Real quick. Just roll it real quick.
On the right-hand side of the court, seated, is her husband, Alex Fine. On the left-hand side, Diddy's 6 out of 7 kids are sitting in the courtroom, as Cassie is describing, having weekly freak-offs for years. That would last 2, 3. One lasted up to 4 days. She talked about damaging hotel rooms so bad in one instance that they had to pay such a hefty fee because the hotel told them that they needed to completely redecorate the room after a freak-off. After a freak-off, there would be blood, urine, and lots of baby oil. There was so much baby oil. There was also so much baby oil talk to the point where the judge at one point told prosecutors, wrap it up.
Is it over? Oh, it's over. Okay, yeah. So,
I'm so
I don't know. At this point, y'all, I ain't know it was gonna get this messy. So, I mean, all we can do is go back to the core that we have as Christian, as believers. We got to pray with our season. Can't stop, won't stop. No. Can't pray with our season. Go to number two.
Oh my God.
Speaking of prayer, number 2, all wigs are not made equal, and if you're here's what I want to say. I always try to give a little advice from what I've seen in the church realm, or circuit, or the ghetto. If you're gonna do praise and worship, if you'll be bouncing around doing whatever, you got to make sure your teeth are in tight and your wig is on tight. That means you got to have glue on both. You know what I'm saying? So this church, this lady was leading praise and worship, and her wig escaped her. Yeah, it happens. It's normal if you let it be normal, but if you get that Gorilla Glue or whatever that stuff is called and put that on your head with spray a little Lysol on top of it, that thing will be stuck.
Who I said Lysol?
This one wasn't.
I'm so mad.
Oh!
You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Good cat.
Now, the wig, she recovered. Now, y'all not gonna take nothing. We're gonna give her credit. She recovered. She recovered well. She knew if that happened what to do, and that's what I appreciate. But here's my question: when did y'all start hunching the Holy Ghost? Y'all saw her in the beginning. That was my problem. She was riding the Holy Ghost like it was a horse. What is the cowboy caught in Christ? What was that? Y'all not. Oh my God. Now that bothered me a little bit. She was playing with the devil, I think, a little bit with that movement, and devil went to snatch her, and he didn't know that it wasn't all her. You know, he didn't know that. I don't know if that's what happened, but I'm just saying that little move in the beginning, that little dirty wine move, was a little cowboy Carter in Christ, Beyonce Baptist to me. I don't know. That was a little different. That was a little different, but thanks be to God who keep us from letting our wigs hit the floor. That's what the Bible says. In the Alified Bible, that's what it says. But God bless her. Keep her in prayer with Diddy.
With Diddy.
All right, and the number one news story of the week, on a more serious note, as we know, some new laws are in place. One of them is the anti-abortion. This woman is pregnant, but also she is brain dead. The doctors have done all they could. All they can do is put her on a ventilator and keep her breathing, her body. But the machine is doing all the work, and she's not there. However, if they take her off the ventilator, if they take out the machine, life support, then the baby will probably die. Now, this is taking social media into a frenzy because people are like, hey, that's not fair to keep this woman from transitioning just so the baby would possibly live. We don't even know if the baby will be healthy. They don't know any information about the baby, but it's against the law to abort. So her family has to watch her just lay there as the machine breathes for her. Check out the video with some commentary from social media.
So this is Adriana Smith. She started getting bad headaches, and she knew that something was wrong, in part because she's a registered nurse, that these weren't like normal headaches. So she went to the hospital. Hospital ran a bunch of tests, although they did not run a CAT scan. And then they sent her home, despite her and her fiance saying, like, I think you should keep her. I think something's wrong. And the next morning, her fiance found her struggling to breathe and gurgling. Went back to the hospital where they did finally run a CAT scan and found that she had blood clots in her brain. And at that point, there was nothing they could do about it. And they declared her brain dead. That is horrible for her family to have to deal with, to have to make the decision to take her off of life support, to plan her funeral, etc. Only that's not what happened. She was declared brain dead 3 months ago and is still on a ventilator and still being kept alive. Not because her family said, we want to keep her alive, but because she's pregnant and she lives in Georgia, and there's a heartbeat law, an anti-abortion heartbeat law that makes it so they cannot take her off of life support. Adriana Smith is essentially being kept alive as an incubator. And her family says it's not like they automatically would have just pulled the plug. They wanted to weigh the options, to talk to medical professionals, to make a decision. But something doctors can't tell them is if this baby is even viable. If what happened to her affected the child. Is the child blind? Will the child be able to walk? None of that has been discussed. No one can confirm that. And none of these options have been given to her family. They're just like, nope, we're keeping her alive. And oh yeah, by the way, every day she's in the hospital on life support, she's running up a bill that they're going to have to pay for. Her mother said, every day I go and visit my daughter and I watch a machine make her chest rise and fall knowing she's not there. She's gone. My daughter is gone. And if you're a spiritual person and believe in the idea of a soul, that our bodies are simply vessels, she's trapped inside of hers, not allowed to move on because of a law that's supposed to protect life, a life that they don't even know would be viable. And her family now has to raise her child that currently is here in the world, a little boy who every day thinks his mother's just sleeping and can't have closure, as well as possibly another child that may have a ton of medical issues on top of the medical bills that are being run up by the fact that she's being kept on life support without anybody making that decision.
So the question becomes, what's right and what's wrong? You know, from an ethical standpoint, in the medical field, what do you do? Because, I mean, you're there to preserve life, yes. You have to follow laws, yes. But also, this is a really, really tricky situation. So I think that's something that should be up for discussion. FIYAH Nights, if you are a medical background, yielded, I know you have a medical background. Is this baby going to be okay? Like, if this baby is born, is it going to be healthy? Is it going to be, do we know? Can we tell now? Is there any way, if this woman is really not alive, that this baby is being nurtured? How are they feeding the baby? It's like all of these questions that comes up, you know, is this really safe for the baby? You know, or is it better? Yeah. It's one of them situations that you really have to think about what's fair to the mother, the baby, the family, full circle, right? And I know laws are laws, but also people are people, and people have feelings, opinions, emotions, and they have rights. And this is just one of those situations that it's really heartbreaking and confusing at the same time. So, hey, let's just keep the family in prayer. All right. This has been your boy Cousin Al with your dedicated news. Before we go back to y'all in that studio, y'all already know what I'm about to ask you. You know what I'm about to ask you before I ask you, so why do I have to ask you? Has you voted?
Has you?
That's all. That's all. It's simple. Have you voted? That's all I want to know.
Pastor Carr, you see you got a lot of work to do, huh? Prayer is needed.
A lot of work. Yeah, right now.
Yeah, pray right now, Pastor Carr. Just two letters, Al. A-L. God know who he is.
That's a very, very touchy situation right there.
We're not even gonna touch that one. We
got to.
We came back up. We're not going back down.
We
thank you so much.
Mine ends in a happy note. I'd love to see how this baby turns out.
You gonna go there anyway after we said we ain't going there.
I can't help it.
We ain't going there today. So listen, Michael, I'm gonna put you if you don't come out of that conversation. We're not having that one. But look, y'all, we got right out of that news.
Lorenzo, who's being bullied?
Yes, you are being bullied right now.
B-U-L-L-Y. Give me a B.
Yeah, right here. Right here. Y-I-E-L-D-E-D. Right there. So Pastor Jay, we ain't talking about the baby. Take it down. We're not talking about that baby. Listen, y'all, my spirit is super sensitive today. And if we go down that road, I am liable to cry. And I'm not crying because I ugly cries. Okay. So we not Pastor Carr, you didn't see me cry before. You didn't make me cry before. We didn't talk about all of that. But look, y'all.
I was trying to help you out. I was helping you out now.
How ugly is she?
Helping you out.
How ugly is she when she cries?
How ugly is she?
Hold it together. You
can tell us. Come on, tell us. How ugly is she?
You seen Cyclops, you seen the Wolfman, you seen, Frankenstein, they all in that, in that. Sometimes people together, The Exorcist, hey.
Listen.
But, that's a whole nother story. Look. But right now you're beautiful. You're looking good. Everything is together. We may want to keep her from crying though.
I promise I've never met this person that's on my screen. You look like
anyway.
That's Carl. But so I was about to introduce my friend. Now I'm gonna say my ex-friend. But I met this amazing man.
Wait. Pastor Jay said you cry like the girl from Set It Off when the girl said, I need the money.
It's something about the bald men today that I'm not like.
Man.
These bald men. Pastor Renzo, Michael, you fuzzy, so you on your way. So I'm not liking y'all today.
Okay, we'll talk about that other one where that girl used her hair for a prop.
You know what?
Her wig went down the back of her back. She said, "What's this? A pom-pom." she turned it into a pom-pom.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go on and leave. Lorenzo is crying. He done had to leave. So shout out to Crystal all the way from Vegas. I'm gonna talk to the Fire Nights because they being nice. Hey, Miss Renee, how are you? Listen, y'all, we getting ready to have this conversation with Pastor Carl. Lorenzo's in the background crying. He took himself off the screen because he cries, ugly cries when he laughs. So
Back on.
we're gonna have an amazing conversation with this gentleman here. Pastor Carl, who I typically consider a nice guy before today, but something has come over him. I don't know what it is, but I met Pastor Carl in his current role, job, profession that he does. So Pastor Carl, tell the people who you are as a professional and what you do there at the Fit Church.
The Fit Church.
So, first of all, I am a trainer, master trainer, sports nutritionist. So I train people physically to be fit for the Lord's use. Whatever they're called to do, their job, their family, for just general health. I mean, you name it. Okay. I also deal with athletes. I deal with people in the medical field. And then, of course, yielded. I mean, y'all know, that person right there. Yeah.
Special case.
You want me to show my muscle, Pastor Carl?
Go ahead. Go flex for us. Start flexing. Yeah.
It's still loading.
Come
Don't
on.
worry about it.
Okay. Don't break the video, please. Don't.
Don't break the video.
You know, one time I had them muscles on fleek. Now, don't play with me.
I know. No, for real. You did. Yeah.
I don't know.
But we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to your training because we need to get some movement on that. A lot of movement. A lot of reps. Cardio, all that. We're gonna work on your
until he
all
gets
that
tired.
eating. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I have my coffee. I even got an energy drink with the coffee. Help you out.
There
Yes,
you go.
sir.
See? He's gonna get you back on that track and do your thing. He said he's gonna make sure the muscle keep registering.
Pastor Carl, the battle is not yours. Let's focus on
Okay. So I'm also.
I love Pastor Carl. He's a master trainer, y'all, and he's amazing at what he does. Most of them trainers be yelling and screaming at you and all that, and you don't want to do it. But he's so nice, you just feel bad about not doing what he tell you to do. I'll be like, no. All right, Pastor Carl. Yeah. But Pastor Carl, I still can do a good consecutive 10 push-ups. When I met you, I can do 2.
That's a start. I mean, even if you think you can do 10, but only get 7.5, 3/4, that's all right. That's all right. I have some of my seniors that from the city of Houston and also Harris County that train and stuff. They can do about 10, but who's really counting? Who's really counting?
My bones is 85. That's what my doctor said. So I'm really a senior.
Okay.
Pastor Carl, you love all these excuses.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
But they ain't excuses. They facts. So, Pastor Carl, that's not what you're here today for. You're not here to bully me. You're not here to tell the people that I really can't do 10 consecutive push-ups. You're not here to tell the people that I started with you like 17 times and fell off like 17 times. But that's not what we're talking about.
That's right. So, some people fall off the wagon. Yeah. But we coming back. Yeah.
The songwriter said we fall down, but we get up again.
That's right.
What's your attitude like when you see her come back for the 18th time?
What's his attitude like?
She need help,
Pastor Carl.
Yeah. I welcome her. I thank the Lord for her return again and again and again. We're not gonna count how many. It just, that's irrelevant. But the main thing is just showing love. We right here together. That's right. That's it. Just know, that I love you.
Give me a couple of laps. Get on that treadmill.
She's bad. Okay, get on that treadmill.
He make me run around the neighborhood and everything. So,
all that.
In all seriousness, during one of my sabbaticals away from you, things began to take a different turn, a different transition. Some things happened in your personal life that led you to this show on today, that I believe that God has given you that testimony to share with people. So let's just pretend like Friday was my last day at Fit Church working out, and something happened. What happened that led you to where we are today? Go ahead and just give us.
So let me see. I gotta go back, way back a little bit. So about a year ago, I had some knots right here on my neck, and I carry my gym bag on that side, and sometimes it's kind of heavy. I got a lot of equipment, a lot of stuff in there. So I thought they were just from carrying my bag there. So I'm thinking, well, I just need a little massage or whatever, work out the knots. But my wife was telling me, hey, baby, you need to get that looked at. So I'm thinking, well, of course, I'm a man. I'm thinking, well, the massage will do it. I get me one of those, what do you call those wood things, the scrapers or whatever, maybe a little scraper, whatever, just massage it out, whatever. So I also train a nurse practitioner, and she was also telling me, she saw him, she said, hey, if they don't go down within a reasonable amount of time, then I need to get you tested. I need to test you. So a few months went by, I got sick. Then a few more months, I got sick again. Within a year's time, I got sick like 5 times. And that's unusual. My mom told me growing up, I never got sick. Okay. So, and my nurse told me each time that you get sick, your lymph nodes may flare up, but then they're supposed to go back down. But mine weren't going down, and under my armpits were flared up. My stomach started to grow, even though I was lean. I just started to pushing out, right? But that was actually from the growth. Yes.
Let me ask you a question here, because I think this is very important. Prior to this fit life, have you always been fit? And I know you live a healthy lifestyle. You bully other people to being fit. Were you always lean and good looking like you are right now?
Oh, I appreciate it. You get A+ for the day. But we still gonna deal with that, the other stuff we talked about earlier. Keep your smile, All right. But growing up, I was a fat kid. I wore, in the 8th grade, I wore a size 44 in the waist. Okay, I had boobs. I wore grown man clothes in the 8th grade. Okay, wow. Big and tall. Forget little boy clothes. Yeah, it was 44 in the waist.
Wow.
In the 8th grade. Okay. My mom used to say, look, I want to introduce y'all to my little Carl. And I was 6'2" in the 8th grade. She was like, and they was like, is that your husband? But I was a big boy. So anyway, high school, fast forward, I got to high school, and I was still a fat kid, no girlfriend, few friends here and there, got teased a lot. But then my uncle, right before he passed, he bought me a weight set. So I started working out in the back room of our house, started getting in shape. So it led to me getting a scholarship. Okay, I got a scholarship for football. But after football, I kept eating. Athletes eat a lot. Okay, and I was known for eating. Growing up, I mean, me and my cousins, 2 plates was a warm up. That's what we started. Okay, on family holiday. Yeah, and they were like well-rounded plates. They wasn't flat. They was like the food was like a mound of food, right? So.
Wait, hold up, Pastor Carl. Who was cooking that food?
Oh, well, my mom, she dabbled, but mom didn't really cook. Mom was, she was looking good and whatnot. But my grandmother, she put in work. She had 13 kids, so she could burn. I mean, she put both feet in it.
I'm trying to tell you. Man,
so Granny, yeah, it was real.
With you.
Hey, she made it. I could call on a Saturday, Granny, can you make me something to eat? By the time I got dressed, got my clothes on, went 2 doors over, past my auntie's house, and got to grandma's house, it was done. I'm talking fresh, homemade biscuits, gravy, syrup, come on, pancakes, French toast, whatever.
How many calories a day do you reckon?
How many I didn't cut no calories. It was fully loaded. I probably for me a good between 7,000 to 8,000, give or take.
Wow.
Yeah. But I ate. I was known for eating they call me Mikey, like give it to Mikey. Mikey will eat it.
Mikey like it.
I had, yeah, I had like how some people have a lust for sexual. So I had a lust for food. It was like a love relationship. So after college, I was I kept the eating going, but I wasn't in shape anymore. And so I was about 350, give or take. And then, I just got sick and tired of being fat, overweight. I been down to tie my shoes. I'd be huffing and puffing, go up half a flight of stairs. You got to stop and rest. You take a trip in the car, everything hurt. My ankles would hurt, my knees would hurt. So, I just got sick and tired of being fat. It was enough.
Hey. We don't say that
I'm not pointing. I'm not stepping on.
We don't say that word around here.
Okay. No fat.
He took his own fat. You would call yourself fat if you was.
So I put it to you like this. One of my daughters, she said, she was talking about the little girl at school. She said, "Well, Daddy, she's round. She's a round girl." So we're gonna say round. She's just round, yeah. How about round? That'll work.
I like it. I'll take it. We all
Okay.
from Big Black University around here. We
Come
understand.
on. That's right. So my idea was, if I look good naked, then I was good to go. So that was my goal, to look good naked. Because look, when you take off your clothes, I mean, you can hide it with a bunch of, they got all kind of devices and, training girdles and bands and all this stuff, right? But when you take them off, it is what it is. So my idea was, if I could look good naked, I was there. So that was my mission, to look good naked.
So hold on. So basically, what you're trying to say is for us people to go in the mirror, strip down.
Yeah, come on.
If we like what we see,
okay,
we good. And if we don't like what we see, we got to work out.
Yeah, that's right. Time to make some changes. But wait.
If you lift your arms up, everything look good.
What?
He's such a
Wait, that don't even mean no. That don't count. No.
Hercules. You gotta wrap around and lift up.
No.
Everything stretch out,
No.
Let him finish.
I'm sorry.
Pastor Carl.
But hey, wait. Okay. But the real deal is this. Then I was like, you know what? So I did this weight loss program, right? I went to Baylor College of Sports Medicine. I did like 7 different courses. I started this weight loss program, but then about 3 months in, I lost 50 pounds. I'm sorry, not 50 pounds. I lost, about 50 pounds, give or take. But I hit a plateau. Okay, I hit a plateau. I couldn't lose any more weight. Depression started coming back in. I was, all the, thoughts to eat, all that stuff came back. So then I decided I was going to pray. I was going to give it to the Lord. So then I gave it to the Lord. And guys, this was crazy. When I prayed and gave it to the Lord, I lost that last 50 pounds. Okay. It was like overnight. Within right at 12 weeks, it was done. I lost 50 pounds. I mean, I looked incredible. But the thing was, I gave it to God.
Wow.
So wait a minute. Hold on. Let's go there. Miss Renee Watson said gravity pulls to the ground.
That's why I say you got to wrap in and lift up.
So you saying that night, because that's the thing that we talk about, that plateau. Sometimes people be losing weight and get to that, they can't break it. It just, I can't lose no more weight. I can't lose no. It just, they working out, they're working hard, but they just stuck.
That's right.
So you said you prayed about it.
Prayed about it.
All right.
Gave it to God.
Let's bring Jesus up in here.
Come on.
Pastor Carl, I had to take us back to that part because everybody's looking at you. You look lean, trim, you look good, and it's like, okay, well, it's that's easy to do for somebody that's always been there, but that's not the beginning of your story. You got to this fit place. You're eating healthy. You're living a healthy lifestyle. You're maintaining all of this weight loss, and you're looking good. And now back to the nodules there that you had.
Okay.
You got sick, and they kept getting larger. Now take us from there.
Okay. Well, I just want to mention one more thing. Now, I didn't just keep it off. But I kept it off for more than 20 years. So I also give credit to the Lord for that. Okay, so that was 20 years. But that also led into my calling. That's why it's named Fit Church World. Because the purpose, once I went through it, the Lord gave me a word. He showed me I needed to make his people fit for his use, because so many were dying because of obesity. Okay. And then weight-related diseases like cancer, like heart disease, like high blood pressure, like high cholesterol, all those kind of things. Okay. High sugar. So then that propelled me into my ministry now. And then, so now we're about, 20 years later, give or take. Okay. So then I had the nodules. A friend of mine, okay, I couldn't get any, well, let me go back. So I had the nodules, I got tested, okay, and the doctor told me either it was going to be a virus or it's going to be cancer. So of course I was praying for the virus, right? So come to find out it was cancer, okay? But the thing was, I say, doctor, where did this come from? I mean, how did this happen? I'm thinking, I'm fit, that's all I do is eat. I eat well. I mean, everything is on point. So he said it was likely that I had a virus somewhere or sometime in my life years back that caused this. But first thing came to mind, I was thinking like all the fried chicken I ate and all the bad food I used to eat years ago. I'm thinking, well, something that came back to get me. But I talked to my mom. I had COVID, right? Okay. And right after COVID, I started to get like this rash on my skin. I thought it was, I had gotten into some poison ivy or poison oak or something like that. So I went to the dermatologist, two of them, two different ones. And it helped. They gave me the steroid shots. They gave me some pills. And then the last one I went to, he gave me some cream. It helped a little bit. But then I noticed I started to lose weight, month after month, a little bit here, a little bit there. And so I stopped my lean or my weight loss program that I was doing as a maintenance. So I just started to eat a lot, but it was still pretty healthy, but I kept losing. Right. And so, bodybuilders, they eat anywhere from 8, 10, 12,000 calories a day. So I started to up my calories, even though it was good, I still shouldn't have been losing like that. So after the doctor confirmed it was cancer, and then I talked to my mom, she said early on when I was right out of college, she said that I had this virus that attacked your lymph nodes. And when I had this virus, it can I testify a little more on that one?
You gotta go ahead now.
Because this one is crazy. This is gonna add to the testimony, right? So one day I was coming home from work. I was sick as a dog. My eyes were like glass. Okay. My other managers at work, they say, Carl, you need to go home. You look bad. It was like you know how when you have a cold and you have a runny nose, and sometimes it's not running that bad, but this was like somebody turned on the faucet and I couldn't stop it. So I was on my way home and I got over here by the Lake Houston Bridge, got to the red light. There was a chevron on my right side. When the light turned green, the Lake Houston Bridge is about 1.5 miles. I started, the light was green. I'm driving in my truck. I'm in my lane and I pass out. Now, this is how I know I passed out. Okay. When I woke up, my left hand was on the steering wheel. Okay. And my head was kind of slumped to the side. And when I woke up, I could see the white lines going by. Okay. And as I was coming to, I could see them and I looked and my hand was on the steering wheel. It was just kind of, the wheel was just kind of oscillating just a little bit back and forth. And I looked to my right and I could see the Lord in my passenger seat. I could see his physical presence. Okay. I had driven about 1/4 mile. I did not come out my lane. Nothing. Okay. I'm talking when I saw him and I looked and I realized that I could have went over the side of the bridge. I could have crossed lanes and went into oncoming traffic. Nothing. Okay. And after I realized it, I grabbed the wheel and I started driving. And when I looked back, he was gone. Okay. So now when I got home though, okay, this is the thing. But I thank the Lord, he saved my life that night. That was one time, right? So when I got home, I had a fever of 104. Okay.
Wow.
And after that fever, my mom she took me to the doctor. They couldn't find out what was wrong with me. Finally, they diagnosed it as it's called Kawasaki disease. Okay. And it's a disease that attacked the lymph nodes. Now, what else happened was after the fever in my hands, there was a bunch of white dots all over my hands. And as they came to the surface, my skin would peel like a snake. Okay. And all my fingernails came off, my toenails came off, and it did it every time that happened each week. Okay. It would take about a week for those dots to come to the surface, and then my skin would peel, right? That happened about three or four times. Okay. And then it never came back it's about 20 years, a little over 20 years now. And so the doctor said if there was a virus, most likely that I had early on. And so we connected it back to that virus because the cancer that I had was in the lymph nodes. Okay. So now I got tested. We know it's cancer. Okay. Now, right now it's about June of last year. Okay. And we're about to be in June this year. Okay. At that point, the doctor would say, okay, we need to do some chemo or we need to do some, what's called radiation. Okay. Now, so he tried to refer me to his friend doctor, his homeboy. Okay. But then he wouldn't take me. He didn't take my insurance. So I had a limited insurance policy, which didn't cover a whole lot. You know, if you had a common cold, that was fine. But in regards to what I was going through, it didn't cover that. And the reason I got it because people were saying, hey, Carl, you know, you need to have insurance. I'm thinking, well, I'm fit. Well, I need some insurance, you know, everything that I eat and drink, you know, everything is pretty much healthy, you know, unless I have a free day and I just want to hang out with the family or, you know, it's a holiday, I eat whatever I want. But for the most part, it's like that 24/7. Okay. But I was thinking, you know, that's wisdom, right? From the Lord. You know, I need to put an insurance policy in place just in case. So, but it did cover a little bit, but it wouldn't cover any treatment. So I didn't get any treatments for like about 3 months, give or take. Okay. So it went from stage 3 when I was diagnosed. It was already at stage 3. Okay. And then when I did get to the doctors to do a treatment, I was already at stage 4.
Okay, hold on.
Go ahead.
Wait.
Come on.
We gonna come right back after these commercials so we can finish this story. I want everybody to take a little breather, drink some water.
Yes.
He said stage 4.
Wow.
We'll be right back. Remember, stage 4 people, listen to what he's saying. We'll be right back.
Today we're comparing blue pills, the name brand, with our generic little blue pill.
Okay, so what's the difference?
The name brand pills have the brand name from a large pharmaceutical company engraved on each pill.
What does that do?
It makes them cost a lot more. Both pills have the same active ingredient, which allows you to be, well, more active.
Don't pay more for the name, pay less for the pill. Get our generic blue pill for as little as $2 each. Call right now for yours.
Here's an important message from the U.S. Med Diabetes Solution Center. If you have diabetes, you know the pain of pricking your fingers. But now, by wearing a small device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce your pain right away. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. So call us right now to see if you qualify for a CGM at little or no cost. U.S. Med. Better service. Better care.
Hey there, travelers. You going somewhere? Need a hotel? Then call Hotel Wiz anytime, day or night, for rates too low to publish. You can save up to 75% on over 500,000 hotels across the globe and get our best price guarantee with no booking or cancellation fees ever. We've got some of the lowest hotel prices you'll find in New York, Chicago, Las Vegas, San Francisco, Washington, D.C., and a lot more. Don't waste your time surfing for deals. Make a free call right now and find deals too low to publish. Save up to 75% right now with no cancellation fees. And to make it even easier on you, we're here 24/7 to help. So call right now. Bookmark us in your cell phone. Whatever you need to do, just pick up the phone and call this number for hotel deals that'll knock your socks off.
Call 877-801-8832. That's 877-801-8832. Again, that's 877-801-8832. Call now.
The Gospel Sounds Music Awards is coming to Birmingham, Alabama, Friday, August 22nd, 2025. Hosted by Sir Everett Drake and Yielded. Featuring the New Hope Mass Choir, Brian Woods, and the Voices of Victory, Phyllis Wong, Keenan Coleman, B.J. Williams, and Shabbat. Terrence Gamble, and the Living Testimony community singers, Michael Lee and Ron Summers, and many more. All roads lead to the Greater Grace Church, 1945 Centerpoint Parkway, Centerpoint, Alabama. VIP reception 5 p.m. Red carpet 5:30 p.m. Main show 7 p.m. Tickets are $35 in advance, 40 at the door. VIP 50. Get your tickets at Eventbrite. The Gospel Sounds Music Awards. Don't you dare miss it.
The abuse of opioids and heroin is killing people. Recover Now is a new national movement to help you curb your addiction. You can get help now, right now, and you can get clean in as little as 7 to 30 days. So don't wait, change your life. Call the number on your screen right now. We can help. You could have a brand new life in as little as 7 to 30 days. You can change your life. Call the number on your screen right now.
Going on, y'all? Hey, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? The theme music is so low right now. It's 5:15. It's 15 minutes after the hour. Y'all just getting here. We've been here since 4 o'clock. Where y'all been? Y'all done already missed the good stuff. But nonetheless, we're super excited that you are here. And we're super excited to have you here today. We got an amazing guest here that is sharing all of this great information with us. And you do not want to miss it. You already missed the dedicated news, but don't worry about it. You can go back and watch the replay. So if you don't see the red light here, you're already watching the replay. But listen, y'all. Again, we don't want to take a lot of time bringing this back in because we were already in the midst of this story. We were sharing this testimony that we believe that God has allowed this man to have in order to be a beacon of light to people in a dying world, to share the goodness of who he is. So I'm not going to hold up the preliminaries and all of that extra good stuff. Theme music probably still playing. I don't know. I can't hear it. But we're just going to go ahead and get on back into this thing and get this party started. So I want to shout out some of my guests here that are sitting in the back of the vestibule. Miss Sherry, Miss Trinidad. Y'all in the wrong place. Close that out. And if you look in the comments right there, there's a link there. Click that link and go watch us over there. Y'all trying to come into the pulpit. You got to come out to the congregation. So back out of where you are and go over on your social media page, whether it's on Facebook. We're on Instagram today. We're also on YouTube. You can watch us there live on Anointed Radio Network as well. You can check us out. Go over my page. It's Yielded, YIELDED. Go over there and check us out over there. Yeah, you didn't turn the camera on. And if you turn the camera on, Trinidad, we're going to put you on the screen. Don't turn it on. You better come on out of here because we about to put you on. You about to be live at 5. Get out of there. Go over to the Facebook page and watch us over there. But listen, y'all, I'm going to bring these amazing, crazy co-hosts back in here who was cutting up last week when I wasn't here and the week before when I wasn't here. But we have this guest that I didn't say right now. Why is he here? I didn't introduce him yet. They was cutting up last week. Now I got my friend, Pastor Carl here, who is a master trainer, who be like flexing and sumo deadlifting. And see that you didn't think I remember that, did you, Pastor Carl? I be saying sumo deadlifting, and I be doing squats, and I be doing all kinds of stuff. I be getting excited when I be doing my weightlifting and stuff. So we be lifting weights and oh, that was the cabbage patch or something. Don't worry about it. But anyway, so I got my friend here today for these two clowns who be acting up. So Pastor Carl can put that bow down on their head if they act up. So Lorenzo, Michael, y'all better come on in here and act up, act right. You know, act right. Lorenzo, you come in.
Wait a minute. Did you just call us clowns?
Whoa.
No, I say
whoa. I didn't hear that. Lorenzo, did you hear
I said co-host.
You know what? I quit.
I didn't. You were probably fired anyway, so it don't matter. But
Look, yielded. You did not want to talk about the baby. This guy's got me in tears almost already.
Have a good story. That's why I didn't want to tarry there long. Lorenzo, come back in here and play
I'm
right.
back.
Can we stop the tomfoolery and get back to the story?
I'm ready.
So can we bring Pastor Carl back in here and let him continue this story? So for those of you, Pastor Carl, put the dumbbell down and get in here. He over there lifting weights.
We'll make a quick comment.
Okay.
You gonna hijack the story. Hold on.
Before we went to commercial, you had mentioned the words stage 4 cancer. And those are the last words that we had.
Right there. And let me re-intro the show. Thank you very, very much. I was gone last week. I'm here today. I'm here. See me? Hey.
Lorenzo, I'm looking at you only right now.
Yeah. So my job is to re-intro the show when we come from commercial. So we just came from commercial. So I'm going to re-intro the show. Is that all right, Michael?
I don't know. Is it?
It has to be.
Excuse me. I'm about to take both of you guys off of here and just me and Dr. Carl. So
Pastor Carl
is going to be here. Let's go.
Come on.
Finish my thought now.
No. No. So for those of you that are just tuning in, today's show is The Battle Is Not Mine. Pastor Carl, master trainer of Fit Church, an amazing man of God, living his life, doing fitness, teaching fitness, instructing people on fitness, gets himself in a situation that only God can be able to bring him out of. So he's telling us a little bit about the story. Told us about some nodules. Thought it was a little stress tension from carrying all of those dumbbells that he make me work out with and other people to make him work out with. And realized it was not that. Realized it was cancer. Not only was it cancer, it was stage 3. Not only was it stage 3, did not have the appropriate amount of insurance to cover his treatments. So now he's done something that only God can help him with, figured out how to get the finances. Now he goes back to the doctor. We're at stage 4 cancer. Is that all right, Michael? Jeez. Come on, Pastor Carl. Pick it up right there.
Real quick. When never been in the medical field, when I hear the word stage 4, that's when I start praying. Because I know with all the experience with cancer that I've had with people in my life, it's hospice is usually next. And I'm itching to hear the rest of this story, Pastor Carl. If you could talk, please.
Great segue.
All right. First, I apologize. I sent the people to the wrong. I sent them the wrong link. Okay. So if anybody's in the back room, I need y'all to go to Facebook. Just look in the chat. Okay.
I had
the link is there.
I didn't want.
Okay. My bad. I confess. I get some push-ups or some squats for you. Sumo deadlifts. What you want? Okay. Not right now.
You gonna get them from who?
I'm saying I'll do them since I messed up.
He sent the wrong link out.
I know he sent the wrong link, but I thought he was telling me he was gonna get some squats and some push-ups out of me, and I was going to say I'm leaving. Michael, you can have the show.
Okay. So back to business.
Yes.
So all right.
We're in the bridge.
Between stage 3 and 4, okay, I need to touch on that real quick. This is important. So we tried to do, a friend of mine owns a nutrition store. So she would give me a health scan, and basically she would scan my body, and when the report would come back, it would tell what's going on with each internal organ, my bones, my lymph nodes, everything, right? Okay. And she would do that either every week or every other week. And then we would apply a nutritional program, supplements, whatever was needed to help that, right? So it was a more of a holistic approach because I didn't have the insurance. So we were praying that would work. Okay. But what we mainly did was that whenever it was time that I could do the chemo, that my internal organs, everything would be, ready, right? Because a lot of people go on chemo and they end up dead. or a lot of times that they have issues or problems when they're done. Okay, whether it causes one of the internal organs to fail, or something happens, they have a heart attack, those kind of things. So that was one of the things that we did, and then we actually bought that technology so to help others. All right. So while we were doing those medical scans, my blood work showed that the cancer was in my lymph nodes, right? Okay. But then when we did the scan, it also showed that it was attacking my spleen. So it was showing that it was spreading to other internal organs. Okay. So my lymph nodes from here, under my earlobes, my neck, under my armpit, my stomach, all the way down to my pelvis was cancerous. Okay. And if your lymphatic system becomes cancerous, it basically may spread all over a person's body.
Wow.
All right. So now my nurse friend, practitioner that I trained, the other one, besides you, Yielded, she told me about her other friend in the medical field that said that her daughter had a similar issue, and she didn't have insurance at all, but they called Blue Cross Blue Shield and they picked her up, even though she had a pre-existing condition. So I did the same thing, right? So they picked me up but now I finally get to the doctor, which is also referred to me by the same friend. Okay. So then I'm at stage 4. So I had cancer in all 4 quadrants of my body, the left, the right, all the way down to my pelvis. Then, okay, the doctor suspected that I may have cancer in my bones. All right. So they drilled in my back, bone biopsy. That is not fun. I'm telling you that.
That made my knees buckle right there.
Were they checking your density, your bone density?
No, sir. They took some marrow. They went in there and took some of the marrow. Come on, tell them. Yeah. They went in there and drilled in there and took a chunk out of there.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, that was real. Forget the needles. Y'all scared of needles. Just think if they drilled with a drill, in a medical drill in your back. In your
You were up?
Anyway. I was up. They call it twilight. I was like, yo, I'm thinking they had knocked me out. I was like, look, y'all gonna have to knock me out for this. But they said, no, we're gonna put you in twilight. Twilight is you kind of awake, but you're not quite asleep. But I could feel all that.
You heard it and felt.
Oh yeah. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Smell.
All that.
Wow.
So anyway, so after that, the test came back, which he anticipated it, right? And when my first chemo came, he was saying, you know what? We're not going to wait for the bone biopsy. I'm going to go ahead and start the chemo we need to start, because at that time, not only was I stage 4, but I was starting to die. You could see death coming. Okay. And come to find out, which they told me a little bit later, that I was at the end of stage 4. Okay. Okay. That it was, I'm gonna touch back on that in just a little bit. I was at the end of stage 4, right? So when the bone biopsy came back, all right, come to find out I had 20 to 25% cancer in my bones too, on top of the lymph nodes, and it was going to my spleen, and it was in my bones. All right. So now it's August going into September. I did my first chemo. They were thinking that they didn't know if I was going to live. Okay. So it was hopeful, and they wouldn't tell me that. Later on, my nurse friend told me they didn't think you was going to live past, the first chemo. So I had the first chemo, did the second chemo, but I was still losing weight. Okay. So I was down to a size that I hadn't seen since I was probably in about the 6th grade. Okay. And you could see my ribs, my skull was dug in. Even like, certain movements, that when we would do like back movements and shoulder movements, stuff like that, it was like my bones were going to pop out of the socket, because the cancer had already eaten through my body fat. It had eaten through, it was eating around the internal organs, all that fat. It had eaten up my muscle. Okay. So I look like a walking stick at this point.
Wait,
on top of that, go ahead.
You said the cancer ate the fat?
Yeah, it had eaten through all of my lean muscle tissue, all the muscle tissue. It was down to my skeletal muscle. So I was like a skeleton. So I looked like a skeleton. Okay. So I had lost about altogether about 50 pounds, but I was under 200 pounds. And I'm 6'5", so under 200 pounds. I hadn't seen that since I was that skinny.
What's up, Shorty?
Yeah. So anyway.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Oh, you. So your friend basically prepped your organs for chemo.
That's right. Prep my organs for chemo. That's right.
Excellent
Yes.
friend.
Yes. Yes. God bless us. He didn't charge me nothing for it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So,
Go ahead.
so we've helped a lot other people now with that medical scan. It's really incredible technology. But anyway, so now I'm stage 4. I'm at the end of stage 4. And now my body's starting to die. I'm losing weight. It's not stopping. Even though we're doing the chemo. Not only that, but now my stomach is, my stomach is way out here. Like you see the people on like the African kids that need help. They want you to send money for it. So that's what I looked like, right? I was skinny like that. Okay. Now things are starting to swell up. My left leg would swell up every day. It wouldn't, that part, finally, it started to not go down. It would just stay swollen. My other leg started to swell up. Everything started to shut down. Okay. So now I got thoughts coming to my mind, Satan sending thoughts that I'm going to die. I could see myself in a funeral procession. I could see my family around me. All that's happening. That's every day. I mean, just even thoughts of suicide. I mean, I'm just being bombarded all the time with death. So I'm praying. We're going before the Lord. And one thing that he reminded me of was that he said I would go through. Okay, I wouldn't stay in it. I wouldn't die in it, but I would go through. Okay, and that's what came to my mind, was that I will go through. So one night, let me tell you this. So at this point, they had given me about 3 or 4 weeks to live. So I'm at the end. Okay, it's nothing but either the Lord he's going to save me, or that's it. Okay, but they didn't tell me that right when I started, chemo. It was a little bit later. Okay, so I'm at the end. My body's shutting down. Even when I walk upstairs, I'd be about to pass out. I felt I passed out driving. My energy level is like zero. I mean, when I would stand up, I'd have to steady myself because I'd be about to fall down. Okay. So one night about 2 or 3 in the morning, I'm awakened by an angel. He said his name was Gabriel. Okay. Now, he said, get down on your knees before the Lord and pray. Now, at first I couldn't see him, but I could only hear him. At first I was like, I'm thinking like, who is in my room? Who I could hear his voice, right? Clearly, clear as day, just woke me up out of a dead sleep. Okay. So I get on my knees on side of the bed. Now I could see my wife, I could see everything in the room. And then all of a sudden, when I start to pray, it's like I can see heaven all around me. Okay. Now also, so I'm praying before the Lord. I'm pleading for my life before the Lord. I'm crying. It's real. I mean, it's going down. But I couldn't hear the Lord speak. The only person I could hear was that angel. Okay. And by then I could see him. Okay. He had a white robe, but his face was like a man, but his countenance, the way it was incredible. It was like light was all around him and light was coming through him, but you could still see his face as a man. It's like he was glowing. Okay.
So I want to loop in there real quick. Some
may
or may not know that the angel Gabriel, the archangel Gabriel, is the messenger of good news. Amen. I just want to slide that in there real quick. Go ahead, man of God.
Slide it all up in there. Yes, indeed. Home run.
Need them to let them know who you're looking at right there. Go ahead.
Come on. Okay. So after I finished praying, I'm thinking, well, am I going to be okay? Okay, I'm snotting, I'm boohooing, I mean, I'm pleading for my life, right? So the angel Gabriel said, "Now get back in the bed and go to sleep." Well, I'm thinking, well, am I gonna be all right? I mean, what's gonna happen? So I asked him, I say, well, am I gonna be okay? The only thing he would tell me was get back in bed and go to sleep. So I also the thought came to mind when Zachariah was waiting on John, and he didn't believe, so the angel basically made him blind. He couldn't. I'm sorry, made him mute. He couldn't talk, right? And then also the thought came about Jacob when he wrestled with the angel, and he crippled his hip. He wrenched his hip. And then he walked with a limp. So I was like, nah, I better not argue with him. I ain't gonna ask no more. So I got back in the bed. I couldn't sleep, even though he said to go to sleep, because it was just on my mind. I'm thinking, am I gonna die? Am I gonna live? But I did come to the point and place to where, if this was the end, I was good with it. And I was like, Lord, if this is it, if you're gonna allow this to take me, or you're gonna take me rather, then I'm okay. But he kept bringing to my mind that this wasn't it, I had more to do. The work wasn't finished. Plus, even before that, I knew that in regards to the calling that was on my life, that I had a bunch of work to do. So about 2 days later, 2 days went by. I didn't hear nothing, still praying. Then all of a sudden, all of a sudden, I heard, this is what the Lord said. He said, I will restore you. Okay. It was like, it wasn't my voice. And when he spoke it to me, I just automatically knew that was the Lord speaking to me. He said, I will restore you. And that was it. No other words. That was the only thing he said. Okay. So right after that, okay, I started to gain weight. But before I started to gain weight, it was like a hunger came up in me, like I was a teenager again. Okay. I'm talking like I would eat at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. And by midnight, 1 o'clock, my stomach was growling in my sleep. Cancer patients don't have no appetite. Okay. You just ask them. They don't get hungry. Okay. At first, one thing I had no appetite. And then two, I was nauseated, and they give you nausea medicine and stuff like that. Okay. But all of a sudden I was hungry all the time. So I went back to eating like I told y'all before. I would eat anywhere from 5 or 6 plates, but I stopped eating on a plate. I started eating on a platter. This was every day, 5 or 6 meals on a platter. Okay. All day long I was just hungry all the time. Okay. So within probably about 4 or 5 months, I gained about 30 pounds back. Okay. In about the 5th month, I was gaining about 35 pounds that fast. Okay. And then the doctor told me, what's that? Doing chemo. That's right. Yeah. I went 6 rounds of chemo once a month. Okay. Once a month. But people don't gain weight like that on chemo. That was the Lord, whatever he did.
Appetite is not there. A lot of them get thrush in their mouth and have the mouth ulcers and blisters. So food is not a commonality. That's usually when they give them the card. Y'all want that medical card so you can go get your medicinal. You know what I'm saying? Because that brings you snacks and your munchies about. This is the man of God. So we ain't gonna talk about. Did you get a weed card, Pastor Carl? I'm asking for the people. I didn't get one. Okay. I was gonna see if you still had it. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But that thought came up. Now, but let me tell y'all this. During chemo, my first chemo, it didn't go right. It didn't go right, guys. It was like when they hooked me up. First, they had about 8 bags from the anti-nausea to the Benadryl to all kind of stuff. So that was the pre-prep for the chemo. I thought I was doing the chemo, and then they brought 2 or 3 more bags out after they went through all of those bags and said, "Okay, now we're gonna get into the chemo." I was like, "Good Lord!" I was there about 6 hours. Right, that was the first time in 6 hours. And then they finally got to the chemo bag. My body rejected it. It felt like I was having a heart attack. I couldn't breathe, so they had to stop it. And then call in the doctor. The nurses came in. They had to flush my line and then do their medical stuff. So I'm thinking like, okay, what am I gonna do? This ain't working, right? So that happened the first 2 or 3 times, right? Every chemo. So finally, I was praying about that, and the Lord showed me that they were, when they hooked me up to the chemo, they was allowing it to come into my body too fast. So I told the nurse, I said, nurse, listen, this time when we do it, I need you to slow down the first intake. When y'all hook me up, slow it down, let it run slow, and then we'll speed it up later. So she did that, and I was able to take it.
Yep.
Okay. So it worked. So that's the way we proceeded, from there. Now I'm gonna fast forward back to when I gained the weight. Okay. So I gained about 35 pounds in about 5 months. Okay. Then I went to take my next, what's that? PET scan. Okay. Not a CAT scan, but PET scan. PET scan is where they scan for the cancer and all that stuff. So they scanned for the cancer, my lymph nodes, everything. When that report came back, they couldn't find no cancer nowhere in my body.
Hallelujah.
After I had that encounter with the Lord, no cancer, nowhere. Gone.
Mm.
You hear what I'm saying? No cancer. Zero. Now,
Listen, Pastor
come on.
Carl, you came in here slugging with the goodness of God on today. We usually have 5,050 million questions, but there are no questions to be asked. I mean, seriously.
What you gonna ask?
All right, Five Nights. I know y'all here, y'all listening, y'all hearing this testimony, and we got some of your friends and family over here. But yeah, if y'all got questions, go ahead and get those questions out. Michael, he didn't went on mute. His screen froze.
Yeah,
Michael, I know you got a question. We definitely want to bask in the presence of what God has done right here. Pastor Carl, I know, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let Michael come on in because I know he's ready. For those of you that know my personality, my personality is always upbeat, and when things like this happen, I feel like I'm inappropriate, so I don't know what to say, so I don't ever really say anything. And I was seeing a couple of posts on social media, and Sarada, shout out to Sarada, she was sending me messages and kind of keeping me in the loop of what was going on. And I finally got my words together. I typed about 50 messages and deleted them. I typed 50 more and deleted them. And so I finally sent my message over, and I told Pastor Carl, I say, listen, I know I've been quiet, but I've been quiet from you, but I've definitely been talking to God, and just want to let you know that I'm praying for you, know that God is a healer, and all of these good things that I knew I was supposed to say. But I have to know, and I'm gonna let everybody else get their questions in. I have to know, because I know your family is faith-based, y'all. Everybody, the most politest people, your wife, I think she probably said 2 words out of all the time that I fell off and came back and fell off. She probably say, hello, good morning, and I'm going to work, bye, see you later. But what was that like for your family to walk through this with you in this place where even you were kind of maybe starting to doubt God a little bit? What was that like for your family?
First of all, just God bless my wife and my kids. They were so supportive. They would encourage me. They would try to help out here and there. Just it was such a good experience in that way, because I also saw their growth. Some of them more than others, but I saw their growth in the Lord because they saw I was going through. But I tried not to let them know the depths of what I was feeling, the challenges that I was going through, or more so the spiritual battle. I mean, the physical part was one thing, but spiritually, Satan was hitting me with all kinds of stuff. It was like nonstop, night and day,
Wow. I think your daughter over here, she's got some inside information she want to make sure you tell. How did you drive to work while you were in chemo? First of all, I want to know how you was going to work, because I saw somebody out there in Trinidad said you worked the whole time. Lord,
I sure did. I worked the whole time. Look, first of all, my daughter Annabella, she would drive me to work on spring break, and when she had time off, she would drive me. That was my driver. And during the summer, she would drive me. That's right. She was my little helper. Okay. So I mean, she really blessed me. She put in work. You know, she was my chauffeur, you could say. Now,
All right, come on, Annabella. You better be a chauffeur. Come on.
now she's a wrestler. Now she's tough. Okay,
She what?
she's a wrestler. She for Tascasita. She just graduated, but she made Wrestler of the Year. She beat guys in.
All right, she gonna go to the WWE.
Come on.
Wrestling.
Annabella say I'm Paul Jr. You better be your daddy's junior.
Wow.
I love it. I love it. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. This story is y'all know I'm not usually quiet, but I want to make sure come on, Michael, get your question in.
I got a couple, and I got a couple comments at the same time. My first question is, what was the total amount of time that all of this took place from the time that you found out that you had it to the time that you were saved?
So end of May last year, last year I was diagnosed. So right around this time, and then around Christmas, right before Christmas, it was done. I had got my last report from the doctor. They said, "So you in full remission according to the medical terms." It was done deal. That was my Christmas present from the Lord.
Oh, hold on, wait. Wow.
Yes, sir. Best in the year.
Hold on, wait. Y'all quiet. Y'all.
Mighty God.
What?
It was
You
done.
saying? Let's look at this right. You saying last year around June last year, 2024.
Yeah.
And then by Christmas,
stage 3, then
stage 3, and then you hit stage 4.
Yeah.
And then by Christmas, it was in remission.
Done.
My
yes,
God
sir.
is good.
Paul, I
Nothing
just
but
looked at my text message. I text messaged you on December 26th.
Come on.
Wow.
Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
He will do it. He will do it.
Listen,
I'm living
do it. He did.
All glory to him. All credit to him.
Man, I have I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
A very, very super
Michael's fingers are moving.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just, hey, look, you know what I've been through. And when I was going through my medical issues, I believe in the power of prayer. And when I'm feeling that I need prayer, I'll admit that I don't pray. I'm not the best prayer, but I do get the message. But when I was down, I called in the big guns, didn't I, Yield?
Come on.
I called in the big guns, and I needed all the support, all the prayer I could get. And,
from the back of the ambulance.
And I called my dearest friend, Yielded, and what did I ask you for? Pray for me.
Pray for me.
Pray for me.
And she was running in the back of the ambulance.
And no. See, y'all gonna make me misty-eyed.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna tell you. Look, I got a very dear friend that always tells me, "Oh, you need to watch what you say. It's the power of the tongue. You got to watch what you say. Watch what you say." So I do take that into consideration. I take that to heart, and I do understand the power of prayer, and that's why I make those kind of phone calls, because I know who's in tune. I know who's saved. I know whose message is going to get through clearly. And not to mention, she gives some of the best prayers ever. But your testimony has just got me so hard right now that thank God. God is good. I mean, there is no other words to say. And I know why Yielded's quiet right now, because there's nothing you can say about this. Nothing. And thank God for your testimony. Thank God for your friend for prepping your body.
Yes.
And that was just an amazing story. I'm like, woo, right now.
Okay.
You'll always be in my prayers for forever now.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm gonna chime in because they're both. I'm gonna have to probably remove them real quick because they about to make all of our fire people just crying. Anyway, Casey, because it happened so fast. Casey thought it was a few years ago. That's why I asked. I said, "Wait, did he say it was?" And look, Felicia said miracles happen. Yes, they do. Who is Trinidad? Was it
Trinidad she's one of the my senior citizens that I trained for Harris County. Harris County.
She is going in. She said, "Done in Jesus' triumphant healing name."
Yes, you know,
go ahead.
I do have a friend, a really close friend that just got diagnosed with cancer, and he's in, like, you said you were in good shape. You know, how could this happen to me? This man here is in really good shape for his age, super good shape. And he called me about 2 months ago and said, "Mike, I got cancer." I'm like, "Wow, how?"
Come on.
And, he's going through the chemo right now. And some of the things that you said, I am going to get on the phone after the show today and talk to him. Some of the symptoms that you said you had, like the weight loss, he's experiencing that right now, and he doesn't understand. He said, "Mike, I work out all the time. I don't understand why I'm losing so much weight. My muscles are just falling, they're just deteriorating." And
that's right.
And it's hard
That's called muscle wasting disease. Yeah.
And
it's called muscle wasting disease.
He was telling me about his chemo that, he goes, "I used to see him a couple times a week. Now I haven't seen him in weeks because he's too weak to do anything." But I'd love to. I'm going to tell him everything that we just heard right now from you.
Send him the link. Let him go watch the replay.
Yeah, I will. And I tell you what, man, this is such an amazing testimony. Amazing.
Definitely.
And I think you should make Yielded do more push-ups for this.
Wow. I'm glad.
And you know what? I'm gonna double down on that and say until you are tired, because
come on,
God gave you the ability to fix that back.
That's right. Fix that back. Come on.
Fix that back.
Listen, Mike.
Let me tell y'all something.
IG. It's Master Trainer Carl.
Michael.
Yeah.
Listen, Mike. Do you have a somebody saying what's your IG? You have an IG page?
Yes,
Master Trainer Carl on Instagram. Yeah.
Master Trainer Carl with a C.
Yes, sir.
C-A-R-L. Yes.
We might see that on the ticker.
So, Pastor Carl, because I know you've done various things, you do various things with your training, you got certain groups. You also, are you still doing the Bible study online that brings in of the fitness and all of that? Tell the people about that as well. You don't have to physically go train, but you can get on in the spiritual training that's going to go to the physical training. Go ahead.
That's right. So we do a class on Tuesday night at 7:30. So it'll be right after this. Okay. And we basically teach on health and fitness, weight loss, those kind of things. Like, for instance, broccoli contains sulfame, which is a powerful compound that promotes detoxification, reduce inflammation. It also helps to stop or prevent cancer, like from the prostate, the breast cancer, and colon cancer. So we teach stuff like that, right? We teach health, weight loss, fitness stuff. So it's a part of our ministry to educate God's people on things that's going to help them with their calling, with their lives, with, their profession. Okay. Because why? The word says that God's people die for the lack of knowledge. Okay. So you need that kind of knowledge so that you can live, not only live, but so you can flourish, so you can be well. So those are the kind of things that we teach. And we teach about also, like my friend, like Michelle Garcia, that helped me with the medical scans. We teach some things. We teach about medical issues, that kind of stuff as well. But anything that I don't know, then we refer out to people like Sean Sapasi. That's my nurse that helped me with with some other medical things like dealing with the cancer and stuff. So we also refer out to them too. So that we have a network that's part of our class and our ministry that we can, that we can get you help. Yeah. Now, also, we do have physical training. We have classes. We have personal training. We also do nutritional coaching. We can make you a program, if you need that. We do. We have Zoom training. I have an app. We got all kind of stuff. So the point is that we need to be fit for the Lord's use.
That's right.
Okay. And that was something that he dealt with me on years ago when I was overweight, is that we can't do God's will because so many of us on medications, we're on all these different medications that we can't do what we need to do to help God's people, and it's tough. We got to check with the doctor. You got, all these different medications that one is helping your heart, but it's knocking out your kidneys, or it's helping, some other part. But then next thing you know, you got cancer from another one. The thing about this that I went through, I asked God, I was like, Lord, why did I go through this? And right before I was diagnosed, what he brought to my mind is that I've been helping people all these years. And then now I help senior citizens, again, for the city of Houston and Harris County. Okay. But I've never went through a health challenge. I've never went through what they've gone through. So he helped me out with that.
Amen.
So now
I gotta make you the main character so you can really tell the story to these individuals. Ain't God somebody?
Yes, indeed.
Ooh, mighty God. Pastor Carl, I have
got somebody.
You look amazing. I saw a few of the pictures that you shared on social media, and they made my allergies kind of,
messing up right now.
Yeah. So, but you look amazing, and all of this in a matter of 6-7 months.
That's right.
And the word that you use, the medical terminology, but I like to look at it with my spiritual eye. When they say your cancer is all gone, they say you're in remission. And I like to take that word in spirituality and look at it remission. So you got to get back on the mission that God had already given you prior to all of this. And now you got a little more testimony in your test and your trial, and you're able to really, really tell the people. Listen, Fire Nights, I know y'all got some questions, some comments. I see Felicia and Cindy over here saying this is what they needed to hear today. Your testimony may not be cancer, but I think he's applied enough oil to every situation on today to let you know that God is able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all we could ever ask or think. And so Pastor Carl, first of all, thank you. So we ain't kicking you off, but I won't get this out before I start crying. Okay. I thank you for being transparent. I thank you for sharing. And I have to say, based on the Pastor Carl, Coach Carl that I knew before today, you're a new creature. Listen,
come on.
I heard you talk this much since I knew you. All I knew you knew how to do was count and tell me to do 15 more and tell me. In all seriousness, you have not talked this much since I met you. So I know that this was all part of your purpose. And it was all part of God's plan. It was an unfortunate situation for you, but it was fortunate for the kingdom. And so we're grateful to God for all that he allowed you to endure, to be remissioned, to get back out here, to get back in the game. And well, from what they said in the comments, you ain't never lead a game. You were still doing what God told you to do amidst all of this. But I think it's recharged, it's repurposed. And I'm grateful to know you. And you say you got an app, because I was getting ready to tell you, well, I'm out of town 3 months out of the week, but you got an app, so it can go on my cellular device, and I can get on the app and work out. Is that what you said? I thought the connection was bad, and I misheard you.
No. Yeah, I got the app. Don't worry about it.
Tell us about this app. Yeah, tell the people about the app, because my back ain't the only one big. Tell everybody about it.
So
my back's small.
Okay.
So I was thinking
that are
about
not as though they were.
It's
Come
opposite
on.
day.
Call it. Speaking about
You better
faith, that's
prophesy
right.
over your big back.
So, I was thinking about people. I was thinking about, it's called Trainerize, right? So basically, I send you the link, you get on the app, you set up your profile. Trainerize is a good, TrainErize. Yeah, Trainerize. So once I send you the link, you get on there, set up your stuff, and then basically I set up your program, and then you set up your days, how many you're gonna work out, you get your nutrition program and all that, and you just whenever you go to the gym, or even you can do it at the gym, you can do it at home, you can do it in your garage, your bedroom, it don't matter. All you do is pull up the app, and it shows you videos on the workouts that you're gonna do, or you can join. We have a group also on there, and then you can just do what the group does. Okay, so either way, I got you covered.
Is your face on the app?
No, it's not. No, not my face. But I
might need to see your face. Say, give me 15
okay.
more, and I'm gonna say, I'll pass a call.
I don't think it is, but I need to check. Yeah, I need to check.
Oh Lord, don't go add nothing for me. Don't worry.
I might have to add that for you, just for you, just for you.
Just for her. You need to dress up
That's
like
right.
a drill sergeant and then take a picture like that. 15 more.
That's a good idea.
But he's so sweet with it. It's like, how could you say no or not do it? Because he's so polite. But I be saying my old words when in my mind when you be telling me what to do. My old words,
Some things you need to cash down. You need to, you just need to let them go.
All right, my five nice. Go to
old words.
Trainerize to unbig your back. Trainerize.
Listen, we need a commercial on here too. Pastor Carl, make us a commercial and send it to us. We're gonna put you on here. But I really believe in all things, even prior to this health challenge. I believe in all things Fit Church, all things Pastor Carl is doing. One of the most humblest men that I've ever met. Especially in this training industry, they be hollering at you and squeezing your arms and pushing the dumbbells and the weights down on you and all kinds of stuff. But Pastor Carl does not do any of that. I mean, I be like, Pastor Carl, you're not gonna spot me. That really means help me pick this up. But
can you get this for me? I mean, spot me.
Come on.
Lift this up. But I think one of the best in the industry, y'all, definitely could get with Pastor Carl. Got some amazing, man, he got some before and after pictures that take you out of here. He even tell y'all about he was training his wife. She's a professional lifter and doing all of this stuff, and she was fine, and the muscles was all. She had muscles under her jawbone, under her arms. She had a muscle everywhere a muscle could be. She was just, all this stuff. But man, amazing work done in the Fit Church. And I think that we can all benefit from some of this, even if you ain't trying to be a bodybuilder. What, Lorenzo? What I say now? It's time for a commercial.
I'm working out.
Oh, he working. You see, he's starting already. He motivated. He's
man, let me tell you something. I got some reps I do every day.
No, I have a question.
This don't count. Go ahead, Lorenzo.
Pastor Carl. Now, I'm glad that you're passing. You're into the fitness. Can I ask a question? Why most of these pastors got these round belts? I'm just saying. Can you make a program where it goes to these pastors and these bishops, and it can like trim them down from the belly wound? Because the belly is
I got one already. I got one. Yes, sir.
Can they give them?
Well, a lot of pastors don't teach or preach on, health and weight loss and fitness because, see, look, what is that? Oh, that's some berries.
Oh,
who went got that for you?
Don't come for me. This is what I eat on a regular basis.
For me.
Okay.
She went out and bought that.
Who went and got that for you?
She went out and bought that for the show today.
Come on. Uh-oh. Now she doing. Look, she making an effort now. Y'all, come on, y'all give her credit. Y'all give her credit.
I'm giving her all the credit
They
she needs.
both know that this is
Don't
what I
pump
do.
her up that much. Don't pump her up that much.
But a lot of pastors don't teach on that. Yes, a lot of them don't teach on that because a lot of them are overweight. And so we do have a program to help other churches. We've done it for some years, and we go in and we not only do we teach them, but we can actually set up a program for their church at their church, for their people, because the church is supposed to be. It's like going to a hospital. So you're supposed to get spiritually fit or spiritually fed, healed, set free, delivered, but also we're supposed to take care of what the physical man, right? So it's wholeness. It should be the whole man, the whole body. That's right. Yes. So that's part of the assignment that the Lord gave me in regards to fitness, was to bring that to the church, because so many of his people are dying before they can achieve whatever he's called them for. Satan, I'm knocking them out, just with being unhealthy, with sickness and disease.
Yeah, because they're
So
going
now,
Go
come
ahead.
on. So now, that was the thing that the Lord showed me with health, that's my new assignment, along with, fitness and weight loss, that he wants his body to be fit. I mean, not only fit, but he wants him to be healthy, so that you can live well, you can enjoy your life. Because if you lose your health, you lose your wealth.
Right.
Plus, you can't enjoy it.
Ooh. All right, that's what I'm talking about.
That's
One thing I can say about my bishop, he's smaller than me.
Pastor Carl, you said that you got your appetite back. I mean, what's your meals like now?
Right now, I'm glad you asked that. So when I got my appetite back, it was like feeding a tiger. Okay, a caged tiger that hadn't eaten in like months. But now all of a sudden, that appetite that I had before, it just cut off. It's like all of a sudden the Lord just stopped it. So now I eat like normal. It's just normal. I get hungry a little bit in the morning when I'm up, lunchtime, throughout the day. I may eat about 4 or 5 meals, but it's not like it was when I had cancer. When I had cancer, it was literally like I couldn't control it. It in the middle of the night, even if I had eaten at like 8 or 9 o'clock, a full meal on the platter, in the middle of the night, you could hear my stomach growling. But all of a sudden it just stopped. Maybe about 2 months ago, it just stopped doing that. Now it's just normal like it was before.
That's a plastic apple.
Like he just stopped the clock. Yeah. What is it? That plastic apple?
That's a plastic apple off of the table. That's decoration.
Bounce that apple. Bounce that apple.
Listen, that's what.
How much you want to make about this is not a fake apple?
Look. Let me tell you how the enemy do it.
It kind of look like real. It kind of look real.
It's
he
real.
Set that fruit in front of you on the table and give you the counterfeit fruit.
Oh yeah, he got the stick on there. That's a sticker. Yeah, that's a real
They
apple.
sell them like that too at Dollar Tree.
They do.
But listen, that's how the enemy comes in and deceives us. Y'all remember them fruit baskets used to be on Big Mama and them table? The enemy comes in just like that and replace our lives with counterfeit fruit. It looks good and shiny, but it's just as plastic as it want to be. Look at here. This is a good opportunity for us to segue to a commercial. We're not going anywhere. We're going to leave the line open for questions and conversation with Pastor Carl, master trainer from the Fit Church. But we're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we get back, we're going to get into the questions, comments, and we also going to get into our own likes, because I don't like when we have a show and we don't have our own likes. Pastor Carl, so you remember our own likes? You didn't been on here before. You remember how we testified at the FIYAH Church? Okay. Well, we're gonna go to commercial break and we're gonna come right back. Y'all get your own likes ready, get your questions. Make sure we got all of Pastor Carl's socials and all of that stuff so we can put it up on the screen for the people. But we'll be right back. Don't y'all go nowhere. We're gonna return right back here to Anointed Radio Network, to the FIYAH Show, where we're putting a little heat to the word on the street. Don't touch that dial. We'll be back, y'all.
What's up, family? It's your boy, Cousin Al, reminding you to keep it locked right here on the FIYAH Show. I'm coming with your dedicated news, the top 3 news stories of the week, the news you can use. It may come from CNN or the crackhead down the street, but I guarantee you don't want to miss this. Keep your eyes open and your ears clean. You know what I mean?
Hey there, travelers. You going somewhere? Need a hotel? Then call Hotel Wiz anytime, day or night, for rates too low to publish. You can save up to 75% on over 500,000 hotels across the globe and get our best price guarantee with no booking or cancellation fees ever. We've got some of the lowest hotel prices you'll find in New York, Chicago, Las Vegas, San Francisco, Washington, D.C., and a lot more. Don't waste your time surfing for deals. Make a free call right now and find deals too low to publish. Save up to 75% right now with no cancellation fees. And to make it even easier on you, we're here 24/7 to help. So call right now. Bookmark us in your cell phone. Whatever you need to do, just pick up the phone and call this number for hotel deals that'll knock your socks off.
Call 877-801-8832. That's 877-801-8832. Again, that's 877-801-8832.
The abuse of opioids and heroin is killing people. Recover Now is a new national movement to help you curb your addiction. You can get help now, right now, and you can get clean in as little as 7 to 30 days. So don't wait, change your life. Call the number on your screen right now. We can help. You could have a brand new life in as little as 7 to 30 days. You can change your life. Call the number on your screen right now.
Here's an important message from the U.S. Med Diabetes Solution Center. If you have diabetes, you know the pain of pricking your fingers. But now, by wearing a small device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce your pain right away. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. So call us right now to see if you qualify for a CGM at little or no cost. U.S. Med. Better service.
Today we're comparing blue pills, the name brand, with our generic little blue pill.
Okay, so what's the difference?
The name brand pills have the brand name from a large pharmaceutical company engraved on each pill.
What does that do?
It makes them cost a lot more. Both pills have the same active ingredient, which allows you to be, well, more active.
Don't pay more for the name. Pay less for the pill. Get our generic blue pill for as little as $2 each. Call right now for yours.
What's going on? Where y'all been? What y'all doing? Listen, we have had an amazing discussion here with Master Trainer Pastor Carl, man, sharing all of this good information. So if you missed it, you have to catch the replay. But look. You're just in time for the I Don't Likes. We're going to wrap it up with Pastor Carl, get all of his good information so y'all can find out where he is. Get in the fit church, get your back something big. Do whatever you need to do. Get on the healthy track. But don't worry about it. Got my co-host somewhere in the building. I don't know if they coming back. I don't know if they running laps or where they went. I don't know. Lorenzo, are you
here? Yeah. Come here, help you. I'm here be my sister.
I thought you had left to go try to watch the Knicks.
It comes on at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock your time.
Oh, okay, all right.
So
Siri told me 7.
So thank goodness that the show is over at 8 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock your time. Because if not,
you were still gonna be here.
And I'm not a Knicks fan, but I just like they doing their thing. I'm a Bridges fan.
All right. Cool beans. That's what's up. So we're gonna bring Pastor Carl back in here. Coach Carl, Pastor Carl, all those great, amazing titles and Survivor, remissioned Carl. We're gonna bring him on back in here. He's remissioned for the battle. I'm a soldier in the young blood. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Listen, y'all. Man, Pastor Carl has shared an amazing testimony with us today. Stage 4 cancer, chemo, radiation, God, Angel Gabriel, all of these things. Man, if you missed the story, you got to go back and watch the replay. You got to hear it. driving down the street, passed out. Man, you got to go back and hear all of this, because I'm just gonna hit the highlights to make you want to go back and catch it and watch it. But y'all, it is time for our own likes. Pastor Carl, you've already testified, but we do a silly testimony period here on the FIYAH Show, where we get to just kind of air out some of our dirty laundry, air out some of our pet peeves, some of the things we just, that get on our nerve, that irritate us, tap our hide, and all of this. Now, Pastor Carl, you've been bald since I met you, so
yeah,
you've never probably fallen into one of these categories. But you got a nice little beard there, so I don't know. You might have, but I don't really like this trending thing that some of these men folk are doing. It's one or two things. They either go to the barbershop and they barber think they're a teacher and use chalk, or their barber thinks that they are Picasso and they paint. So I don't like either one of them. I don't like the chalk line beards. I don't like the Picasso painted on beards, edges, lining. I don't like none of that. And I think we should stop doing that. Yeah. Who's somebody? What they said over there? What Cindy say? Oh my goodness. Now, Cindy, I don't do no singing, but yeah, Aunt Martha.
Yeah, she talking about my Aunt Martha, my
grandmother.
That's my grandma.
Yeah, that's what I figured as much. I figured as much. Don't go too much there, Cindy. Come away from there, because me and Michael already welled up. Yeah, we already welled up. We don't want Lorenzo's sniffing and Michael, get in here before Lorenzo start crying.
I don't like either too. After when you're ready.
We got Pastor Carl. We got rules up in here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
What did you just say?
He said he don't like something. We don't know.
We don't say that.
I got it. I don't like too. I don't like that.
Oh, there you go. He fixed
There
it.
you go.
He know how it goes. So come on, Pastor Carl. Start us off with the I don't likes. What you got?
So I don't like when people start a workout program. They
already knew where he was going.
I mean, some people name Yielded, and then they supposed to be working out, and they supposed to be making their back small, and and other things like that, and then they quit, and then you ain't see them for a while. Then you go through a health challenge, and Lord restore you, revive you, all that stuff, and then they come back talking about working out, and then they they don't do it. Because I didn't went through it. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, my first 6 months, it took me 6 months to lose the first 50, and then 12 weeks to lose the next 50. Okay. So I'm waiting on you so we can get your testimony.
Oh, I don't like when people come for me when they know what I've been doing. Because Pastor Carl, I've been doing my thizzle. I might not have been at the fit church, but I've been doing my thizzle.
Okay.
I've been.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
See that,
Pastor? Like right now.
Excuses.
So no, there ain't no excuses. I just ain't been to the church. I've been doing my workout. Last week I was in the gym 5 days. Excuse me.
Oh, okay. I need some video, something. Can I get some video?
Oh, you can get some videos. Don't. It's still consistent. Got a refrigerator full of nothing but fruits. I'm not even in Houston, but I make sure when I go where I go that I properly prepare myself. I meal prep my stuff in there. I'm living out of hotels and stuff right now, but God is doing what He does. So, but
you off the hook. You off the hook. But nah, you off the hook.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm gonna get on my app though. And for the last 3 months, Pastor Carl, I have put I got a goal. 3 months every month, I'm losing 5 pounds. For the last 3 months, I have lost 5 pounds.
Good. Okay, I'm proud of you.
Does that
mean
we're
gonna take it to another level?
Or
because I'm not talking no more.
You down 15, or in 3 months you down 5?
Hey, hold up.
Don't come for me, Michael. If I'm doing 5 pounds a month and it's 3 months later, then I'm down 13 because I got 2 for the month of May. I still owe you 2. I still owe you 2.
We are in the I don't like portion of our show. It's I don't like, and then he has his own testimony he can give. He said I don't like, and that's the end of it. That's it.
He didn't like it. He don't like it.
Well, I don't like when you come for me and you ain't did nothing, Lorenzo, Michael.
What you mean?
I don't recall Pastor Carl saying yielded to me. He just said Mike O, or he just said Lorenzo.
We are one.
We are the world.
We are one. We are a body. We together. Many parts, but one body.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah. We can't have a little back and a big thigh. So hold your corner and make sure your corner is evenly proportioned. No big backs and little thighs. No little thighs and big backs. Everybody got to get in this thing. Right, Pastor Carl?
Misery loves company.
Come on.
Oh, my
Come on.
goodness. All right, y'all, go ahead and get the typing those I don't likes on the screen. Everybody that is here, I don't like it's just simply a testimony time where you can say what it is that kind of gets on your nerves. But the only rule to the testimony period is you got to say I don't like and not I don't like. But yeah, I like Pastor Carl coming on the show today. I like that. This was dope. This was really needed today. So while we talking and wrapping up with Pastor Carl, we're gonna let him go because he got to get ready for Bible study. But we want y'all to share your I don't likes. Type them on the screen. We're gonna put them out there. Lorenzo, Michael, y'all got some I don't likes. Pastor Carl probably got about 10 more.
I don't like when you meet somebody and they're all bougie looking. They got the nice purse or bag. They got the nice bag. They got the hair done good, looking good, smelling good, and then they tell you, "Yeah, I'm a little short on my rent this month."
Why you got that $4,000 bag with $5 in it? That's a problem. I don't like it.
I can help you real quick. I'll sell that bag for you.
Oh. I don't like it. I don't like that either, Pastor.
That's false advertising,
Michael.
Yeah.
That's your priorities is out of order.
Big time.
You said that's false advertising.
I don't like that basketball's still going.
I do, and I like that the Knicks are still in because that means that Antoine Hilton's New York City.
I know Lorenzo mad right now. Was that an amazing shot at the end where that ball bounced up and went right back in that hoop?
That first of all, that was the first game. We on the fourth game right now. We don't look back. We always look ahead.
But you gotta admit,
you know what happened in the Bible when the woman looked back.
Exactly. You keep going ahead and look back. Go ahead and look back. I'm gonna call you Mr. Look Back going forward.
What's the score?
I don't like when people that be on this show that try to come other people that's on the same show. I don't like it.
Y'all need to stop bickering then. Ooh.
I don't like that we got 2 Dallas Cowboy fans and 1 Texas fan, and he about to be out of here. Because I don't like the hat that he wears.
Who you roll with, Carl?
Texas.
Cindy.
Come on.
Woo! Cindy.
You know it.
Go to Cindy's comment. Cindy has an I don't like. Cindy says, I don't like the fact that I've gained 22 pounds in the last year and half of the people say, but it look good on you. Cindy, everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner. And I'm going to tell you that. When I say I got you, Pastor Clark got you. If you want to get that
too. That's right.
over there, Pastor Clark got you.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, you know, Cindy, you know what they told me when I started losing weight? Oh, you don't look good. You look sick. Oh, I was sick when I was bigger.
Come on.
I was sick when I was bigger and on my way to some more sicknesses and illnesses and all such foolery as that. That belly fat is indicative of heart disease. You understand what I'm saying?
Come on.
So yeah, I'm not listening to them. Cindy, don't listen to them. Go get that 22 off if you want it off.
There you go. That's right,
Make
Cindy.
it around
Come on.
25.
That's right. I don't like that visceral fat you was talking about this around people's internal organs. Okay, like if you have an uncle with a big belly and it's hard and you think, well, he's not that fat. Okay, but that's visceral fat. That's all around them internal organs. Okay, that's that dangerous fat. That's the artery clogging fat. heart disease, stroke, all that.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
And a hush fell on the crowd, and Lorenzo disappeared like a vapor.
Yep. See what she did? That's
Listen,
like
I
spray.
think you stepped on his stomach. I mean, his
toes.
He sprayed
Come on.
that.
Wait, you said what? That's what fat? What kind of fat is that? Visceral?
Visceral fat. That's that deep brown fat around, your internal organs.
Brown fat.
Brown fat.
Yeah.
Are you trying to say you trying to say there's poo-poo in my stomach?
There's probably in there too, but that ain't what he talking about. Where that visceral fat come from, Pastor Carl?
Well, let's see. Let's see. Butter, mayonnaise, steak, like brisket, fried chicken, pizza. Come on. Yeah. All of that. That's when you get to a nice steak with the fat around the edge.
Ooh,
that's right. All that, what they call the caramelized fat. Yeah. All that. See, with brisket, look.
The views and comments by Pastor Carl is not the views and comments of the Fire Show.
I was just about to ask.
Now
you
you want to put a disclaimer out there.
Yeah. The fried turkey legs. Yeah. Come on.
Like y'all had yesterday for Memorial Day. That's visceral fat.
That's it.
Oh man.
You said. Let me make sure I heard you. You said hamburgers, steak.
Come on, hamburgers, steak,
pizza, mayonnaise, butter,
fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Come on. Yeah. You can go with what? Tamales. You can go with what else? Come on.
Baked chicken. Baked chicken.
Baked chicken, you all right.
So don't give him no Mexican food, Pastor. He think he black. He cornbread.
I need my
Italian food too. Yeah, your cornbread, not cornbread. Cornbread. You got to say it right.
Cornbread.
Cornbread.
See, okay, let me ask a question. What about mac and cheese?
Oh yeah, yes sir.
Sugars.
There you go.
My mama makes some good mac and cheese though. My mama be like so we're trying to say my mama can't make me no macaroni and cheese when I get down there.
She sure can.
Every now and then, but that depends on what you've been doing on the other days before you get there.
Mac and cheese, getting ready
New
for
York pizza, hamburgers.
Yeah, all that. Hamburgers.
Okay, forget all of that. How do we get rid of it?
Chicken Alfredo. Okay. First of all.
What you mean chicken Alfredo?
Oh yeah. Look at the Alfredo sauce. That's straight butter.
Cream.
They don't use light cream, they use heavy cream. So with the butter and cream by itself.
Whipping cream.
Exactly. That's right there. That's about 60 grams of fat. And the type of fat that's visceral. Come on. Come on. The type of fat that's visceral fat, that kind of fat is saturated fat. That's artery clogging fat.
So that's like traffic on
so from like
at 510.
That's right. Backed up. Heavily backed up.
So how we get rid of it?
So just for instance, avocados, not guacamole, avocados. Okay. Nuts and seeds, walnuts, almonds, pistachios, sunflower seeds. They need to be raw. Okay. Or you can have them lightly salted if you don't have high blood pressure. What you got there, Yuli? What's that?
Avocados. Don't play with me.
There we go.
Avocado.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, let's get. You got the nuts. Okay, he got a can of nuts right there. Now make sure those are not the chocolate covered or chocolate covered. Okay.
No.
They don't have the sugar. They don't have the honey sugar base, do they?
Listen, no, my mama left these here, right? And she had left
his mama healthy snacks.
She had left some raisinets too. So what I did, I just mixed the raisinets with the peanuts.
He sucked all the chocolate
off.
Yeah. Look.
You need to throw the raisins away though. Them raisins
in the trash.
But on the real, you need to take out all them Raisinets.
Chocolate or raisin. I'm
It's,
throwing this away.
Yeah.
it's gone.
It's gross. There's
It's
raisins in it.
gone.
It's all gone now.
Mhm.
Wait, don't want to waste that chocolate though.
You know
now
what?
how they supposed to get rid of it past the car?
Okay. Well, let me touch on this. Them Raisinets, don't do them no more, because that'll jack up your blood sugar. That's how you if you want to go to the diabetes store. Okay, leave them Raisinets alone, because dried fruit, they real high in sugar. Okay, keep your nuts, keep your walnuts, your peanuts, your almonds. Okay, but leave the Raisinets, leave the dried fruit out.
Sugar coated sugar is what you're eating, Lorenzo.
Oh, first of all, how y'all attacking me like you guys?
We
I was
helping you,
down
bro.
there.
Hey, my God, we're helping you.
We went to Black Bear Mountain, whatever that big eatery food.
Big
place.
Black Bear.
Y'all took me there, so don't be trying to act like I'm the only one that got a big back up in here.
Uh-oh.
I don't like when my
Lorenzo trying to throw everybody under the
I
bus.
don't like my co-host and my host be up in here trying to go at me. And when I came and visited Houston, they took me to the fattest place to eat. Don't play me.
We went where you knew you was gonna feel like you was at home.
Don't
Lorenzo,
Lorenzo, don't lie to nobody out there. Did you have fun that day?
Well,
dying sufficiently.
I'm waiting for the answer.
Big back, big back.
Look at Penny singing the song, Big Back, Big Back. Pastor Carl, you can ask all of them. My eating habits are not horrible. Mike O says I have an eating disorder.
She has an eating disorder.
What's that?
She doesn't enjoy the meat.
She eat a lot of shrimp and seafood
I
stuff.
don't eat no red meat. I don't eat no pork.
Come on.
I never said I don't like yours. It's just really expensive.
But guess what? When she was in New York, she ate some pizza.
Because who drove me to the pizzeria?
Don't tell it.
I'm telling it all. Since they want to go
drove me to the pizzeria.
Tell it.
She had pizza, coffee, and popcorn. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this one. And who picked me up from the airport with all of this in the car every time?
Pastor Carl, was that part of her
Your
diet?
brother? Your brother?
Uh-oh.
My brother never picks me up from the airport. My manager is managing my big back. Is picking me up from the airport with all these big back snacks. I don't like it. He trying to get the heat off of his big back. He started talking about that hard belly. He hit up and got off the screen.
Uh-oh.
Listen,
Watch it.
My belly not hard. Only when I
Watch
eat.
He said only when I eat.
Only when I eat too much.
I don't like nothing else on this show. Pastor Carl, tell them where they can find your Tuesday night Bible study in about an hour. Yeah, it over there. It might need to be a requirement of the FIYAH Show when we leave here. Go on over to the Fit Church Bible study.
There you go.
Well, tonight we off. Tonight we'll be back on next week. But if you will, we'll be text me or email me. You can text me at 713.
Whoa.
598.
Whoa.
9729.
Is that a business number? Wait.
598-9729.
You just gonna keep going.
Okay.
That's the Fit Church number. He okay?
Yeah.
He okay with a
And then,
that's what.
or you can put mastertrainercarl@gmail.com. That's my email. mastertrainercarl@gmail.com. Most of y'all know my Facebook, Carl the Trainer. Facebook, IG, Master Trainer Carl C on Instagram.
Oh, what's the phone number again?
Okay. 713-598-9729.
And he gonna put you in the text group and all that good stuff.
Right. 598-9729.
Look at Michael. You so messy. He likes good drama.
We're gonna do a bet. When's she gonna go for number 20?
Come on.
Give her 2 weeks.
Anyway, I don't like. Anybody got, we need some more. I don't like. I
don't like Mike O.
I don't like.
Period. That's all.
That's it.
What you drinking in that cup, Pastor?
That's some tea.
Green, black.
I got tea.
Blue, what?
Mm-hmm. I got the green tea. Yes, sir. Speaking of green tea, that's another one. Green tea helps take away fat from your waist, stomach, hips, thighs, all that. Yeah. It's got an ingredient in it. It's ECGG. Green tea. Yes. Get you some green tea.
Now. You just said.
Look what year you say. Year to be drinking that.
But matcha is a little bit stronger. Matcha green tea is like an espresso coffee. It's stronger, but if you take the matcha green tea, it'll burn fat even faster.
But are they paying you for this?
Mm-mm.
No, I'm talking. She know who I'm talking to.
Matcha is it's not a it's no, that's just tea.
Not a brand.
I didn't say go get it from.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah. It's a type of green tea. Yeah. It's not a brand type. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Okay.
I ain't see no check come my way. Anyway, like I said, I don't like.
I don't like when this manager be managing during the show.
During the show.
I don't like. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Listen, speaking of management during the show, Lorenzo.
Yes.
Let people know what's open for nominations and submissions.
Oh, we're definitely gonna go there. Guess what, guys? Guess what? First of all, finish up strong. Voting for Yielded for the GSMAs this week. What Friday?
Yeah, the 31st is the last day.
31st is the last day. That's Saturday. 31st is the last day, guys. Make sure that you're out there. You're voting for Yielded 5-6 times a day, 18 times. It doesn't even matter. Go to vote for her, www.gospelsoundsmusicawards.org. Vote for Yielded. She's in 2 categories. Vote for our person,
a resident gospel artist,
resident gospel independent artist that's all over the world doing his thing. Antoine Hilton for best male artist of the year. But Yielded, tell them what categories you're in.
The promoter of the year and the internet gospel announcer of the year. So look, the way they got the ballot set up, you don't have to hit all them categories because you don't know everybody. So you go on there and you go to number 4. That's the best male artist of the year, Antoine Hilton. Then you go all the way down to the bottom. I'm the last category, and then you go up 2 more. So 3rd from the bottom. That's the promoter of the year. Look for Yielded in there. There you go. And then you hit submit, and that's it. That's it. You roll it, ticker tape, and go up and go down, come up and come down. That's it. And you can do that like 15 times a day. So what I've been telling all my good friends is when you go to the bathroom, you take your phone anyway. Just vote while you're in the bathroom. Vote. And then come on out of there and wash your hands and go on back to wherever you got to go.
Exactly. And guess what, guys?
Yeah.
Guess what's open for
what's
nominations?
Open? What?
The Spin Awards.
The Spin Awards, the 2025 Spin Awards, going down in Atlanta, Georgia.
Awards. It is open. And the categories that are open are Best Afternoon Show, Best Late Evening Show, Best Live Radio Show, which is the FIYAH Show. We won that, 8 years in a row? I mean, I'm just saying. The Best Morning Show. The best.
We ain't morning. Don't worry about that one. We ain't morning. Oh, I'm sorry. That's just what's open. Okay.
I'm just saying what's open. Best News Station of the Year. Now, that's not us. Best Radio Show, 2 or more hosts. That's us. Vote for us with that category. Best Variety Show.
Nominate us first.
Nominate us. Nominate. We got Best Weekend Radio Show. We got Blog Talk, Speaker Radio, Broadcaster of the Year, Blog Talk Speaker Radio Host of the Year, Bright Star in Radio Co-Host of the Year.
That's Michael, Lorenzo, RJ Blaze.
Nominate the rest of the Fire Show people, all except for Yielded. Yielded is the host. We are her co-hosts. So co-host of the year. Go in there, nominate us at www.thespinawards.com/nominations. Go there. I'm telling you, put us in. We're going to be rocking and rolling. We want to bring about 18 of these things home.
Yeah.
To God.
We have internet. Now, this is the one for Yielded, internet radio host, announcer, personality of the year. That's Yielded, y'all. That's Yielded. And internet radio station of the year. That's the Fire Show. Come on, guys.
Anointed Radio Network.
Anointed Radio Network. I'm sorry. Hosting the Fire Show. That's us anyway. Podcast of the year. Who's that?
Put us down. FIYAH.
FIYAH. Podcaster of the year. Who's that?
Lorenzo and Michael.
Yeah.
Radio Network of the year. Radio Network of the year.
Anointed Radio Network.
Radio.
There you go. Radio Promoter of the year. Yielded. Radio Show of the year.
Fire Show.
Fire.
Radio Station of the year.
So we got all of these categories, y'all. Lorenzo trying to give y'all all the ones that y'all Voice of the Year. Bum, bum, bum. We didn't win that one this past year. I won it in 23. I didn't win that one in 24, but I won that one, the Voice of the Year in 23.
Hold on.
What?
Station.
That's a new category.
Listen, Station Manager, Program Director of the Year. Who y'all voting for?
Yielded.
Lorenzo, they got to nominate you first, Lorenzo.
They're going to nominate
They got new categories.
Radio out of the box.
That's a new one.
I'm going to vote for Radio Raheem.
Radio out of the box. That's a new new category.
Yeah. Recognize innovative concept and content promotions or technical that elevate the gospel radio experience. That sounds like us.
Yeah, that's us. Put us in there.
Us.
We need to get this one.
Yeah.
That's the first category of that for this year. That's a new category. So we want to bring that bad boy home first. We're going to get this hardware.
And
so y'all go over there and nominate.
Hall of
Fame. Once we get nominated, don't be mad when we text y'all and tell y'all to vote every day, because those votes are unlimited as well. So we're super excited about GSMA. We're gonna be out there hosting that thing in August alongside Mr. Amen goes right there, Mr. Everett Drake himself. That's August the 22nd in Birmingham, Alabama. We're also the week prior to that, we're gonna be at the Stella Awards. We're going to be probably working the carpet for that. We're still waiting on our credentials. Working the red carpet, conducting some interviews. Antoine is going to be performing out there at 3 events. So we busy for the summer. The summer, listen, we outside. Mm-hmm. What else we got? That's all.
Call me. Don't
Stella
call
Awards
me. I'll call you.
Stella Awards in Nashville. GSMA in Birmingham. Oh, we're waiting on our credentials for the Essence Festival for July 4th weekend. So we're going to be out in these streets, y'all. Pastor Carl, while we out in these streets, when people travel and they not at home to do their workouts and to eat their regular food, what suggestions do you have for them, Pastor Carl?
Okay. First of all, you need to walk. Walk. Try to get as many steps in as you can. Okay. If you have a hotel with a gym, take advantage of that. Get at least just a quick half-hour workout, 20, 30 minutes. Okay. The other thing is you need to hydrate, because a lot of times when you travel, you don't drink as much water. Okay. You need to hydrate. And it's really good if I have also lemon in my tea. If you put a little bit of lemon in your water, that'll help bring you into an alkaline state. Okay. Because basically in an alkaline state, it's hard for disease to thrive or to even to build up in your body or to come against you in that way. Okay. You need to be in an alkaline state and drink a lot of water.
Okay. And you chew that lemon hull, it's gonna help with that indigestion too.
Yeah. Come on, that's
that
right.
What? That what? Who?
Indigestion.
Eat the what? I didn't
the lemon hull. Like when you bite into a lemon, the white meat.
Yeah.
That'll help you. Yeah.
You supposed to eat that?
You can. You don't have to. I think it's gonna be a little sour, a little tart. So just drink the lemon juice if you can't eat that. And if you look, if
It's
you
gonna
mess
help
up,
that hard belly be soft.
I thought you throw that away. I didn't know you just. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
That's the pee.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you need further help, just get with me while you're traveling. I'll send you the app and we get you hooked up.
All right. That's all I want to know.
Show us the app, Yielded.
Yeah, Yielded.
I don't have the app.
Show
The
us
app
the app
is
on
on
your
your
phone,
phone.
Yielded. Show us where you're at. Show us your tracker.
I haven't used the app. I've never gotten the app before.
He's gonna send it to you.
I just got it. It's new, so it's new. Yeah.
Ooh.
He's
So we're gonna get it hooked up.
Don't worry about it. I get mine in, so don't worry about it.
Oh, look, one other thing. Make sure you eat vegetables on the road. You need more green vegetables. Okay. You need some greenery, some salad. Okay.
What about
broccoli?
collard greens?
Broccoli.
Oh yeah. Get that. Wait. Wait a minute. Collard greens, not with the fat back, not with the bacon. Okay. Not with the artery clogging bacon, visceral fat causing, bacon. Like I grew up on eating, 6, 7 pieces at a time. But you can do some turkey bacon or some smoked turkey, okay, or some turkey sausage in there. You're good to go.
Okay. So turkey
Get
necks.
your collard greens. There we go. Turkey. There you go. Smoked turkey necks. You're good to go.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Not that. Yeah. We had to clarify.
Not neck
Yeah.
bones. Not neck bones.
Mm.
That poke.
Mm-mm.
That poke. Turkey
What?
Yeah. Not.
Okay. Hold on. Because what about? Because we gonna go on some soul food right now. Because I'm hungry.
Okay. Yeah.
Yams.
Oh yeah. You can get some yams. Yeah. You get some. Now wait.
Not them honey glazed sugar grams.
Yeah. Not the candy
ones,
yams.
not them.
2
Not-
inches
no.
of whipped cream on the top.
Yeah. And see, I caught my mama making them one time. I came early, to Thanksgiving. Mom was making the candy yam. She had the first cup of sugar went in, the brown sugar. Then there was another additional cup, right? And then there was the first stick of butter, and then there was another half a stick of butter.
Yeah.
Top of that.
That's how you make it.
Yeah. No.
That's how you make diabetes.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's how you make diabetes. That's right.
Y'all gonna make
Yeah.
Lorenzo cry.
Yeah. Now you can take the yam itself and then put, on top of that some cinnamon, right? Because that was about the only thing healthy in there that she made, the cinnamon, right? And then you can put some Smart Balance butter, or you can put can't believe it's not butter, or you can do some.
Because it ain't butter.
If you need it sweet, or if you have to do butter, go light. Just a small piece of butter.
Half a pack.
Right? There you go. The little pack. That's it. Okay. Now look, if you need it sweet, you got natural sweeteners, like you got stevia, you got monk fruit, and if you need a glaze, okay, you can do honey, you can do coconut syrup. That coconut syrup is low glycemic. You can do that. Okay. If you forget, just holler at me.
Lorenzo is stressed out right now.
Lorenzo needs a
Just,
hotline.
just take that yam and wrap it up in some fur and put it in the oven and bake it.
There you go.
What about,
bake it, yeah.
What about sweet potato fries?
Okay, that's a better alternative than French fries. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah,
bake them.
Bake them. Yeah, you're good to go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can do that, and you can put a little olive oil on that too if you want. After you're good to go. While it's
So
hot.
you're basically saying steak is not good for us. Steak.
No, not so much. If
What
you
if we
every
put-
now and then,
What if we put
but you need a liter cut. Garlic what?
garlic butter and shrimp on top of the steak?
No. Oh
If
no.
you want to kill a vampire.
There you go. No. And especially don't do no garlic salt, no garlic butter. Get your own butter. You get some clarified butter. Okay. You can get you some ghee, which is a really good butter. Okay. You need a good natural butter that's healthier. Okay.
Not
and then
that
with the
big
steak.
tub that Big Mama had in the refrigerator.
Oh no.
It was greens and butter in there. Not that one.
Yeah.
What country?
That
was it country car?
country crop. Oh, no. You just leave that at the store. Leave that at the store. Yeah.
But that is so
Yeah.
inexpensive. I mean,
Yeah, that's why. You know.
But your cholesterol medicine that you got to
Yeah,
pay
exactly. That's right.
Hey,
you make the difference on your cholesterol medicine. Are you after that? Are you just your stroke? You don't want the stroke that come with that either.
Cindy say you suffering right now. That boy going through withdrawals and he ain't
See.
even stopped eating it yet.
Hot dogs.
Oh yeah, no.
You may as well eat out the toilet.
I don't do glizzies. I don't do glizzies. That's
No, hot dogs. You can forget about it.
No, I don't even do that.
Yeah,
I don't do
New York.
But that ain't the reason why you don't eat them.
New York what?
New York trying pizza. To say he don't eat them for another reason, but they are not healthy for you.
They're not healthy.
Every now and then, New York pizza, you can do that sometime. But if you can't get a thin crust, if you're gonna do pizza, get a thin crust or a what's that other one? Cauliflower crust.
Cauliflower crust.
Okay. Pass a call. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate you coming on right now.
It's been a great show.
Light cheese, yeah. Come on.
We hope you never come back again. Is what I think I hear him say.
Look.
You was doing good when you was testifying. Everything. They don't want to hear about it.
I'm from New York. I'm from New York City.
Okay. I got you.
That Seneca Sicilian, Lorenzo. That Seneca Sicilian, no more.
Oh nah, you can't do it. No, man.
Come on, no, Man. I used to eat all meat lovers pizza. I had the bacon, the sausage.
I was gonna say, what happened was, see, woo.
Don't tell it.
Pastor Carl, I do me a spinach, pineapple on cauliflower crust.
Amen. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
When did you do that?
You ain't do that up here?
Uh-oh.
Because y'all don't have no.
Tell her, Lorenzo. Tell her. Lorenzo, what kind of pizza she eating over there?
Uh-oh.
She had the buffalo.
New York.
Buffalo. She had the buffalo chicken.
Cheese pizza.
Don't tell it.
She had the broccoli and chicken pizza. And
no, I did not, because I don't even eat chicken. So stop that.
Yeah, you had the broccoli. You took off the chicken.
I did not.
I did not.
But if I had the broccoli, that's good.
That's right. That's good.
Oh Lord, y'all got.
You don't even know how to lie. You don't know how to eat or lie.
Listen, I gotta go. See, the thing is because all right, pass the call. Listen, tonight the game coming, right? I didn't get no food yet. I got 8 minutes before the game come on, right? So I'm gonna run. I'm gonna get me some pizza, just for tonight. Just for tonight.
Oh, just tonight.
Okay.
So don't get the 4 slices. You usually get 2 for the day and 2 for tomorrow.
Listen,
there you go.
Stop being all of my business. Listen, pass the call. I'm gonna go get me. I'm getting me the chicken and broccoli one. I'm gonna get that one.
Okay. Get chicken and broccoli, chicken and spinach. That's good.
I'm gonna get the buffalo chicken one.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
and I'm
kind of hot.
Yeah. It's gonna burn the fat. It's gonna burn the fat.
Okay. Hot sauce, hot stuff is good. You know, to accelerate your metabolism. Burn. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
We kind of on the road. Don't get the extra cheese now.
I'm gonna get the garlic knots. That's cool. Six
you was all right till you touched on them garlic. Make it 2 garlic knots, maybe 3, but not the 6. The 6 by yourself, it's too much. You went over the top with that.
It's so good with the man.
You did that to yourself, Lorenzo. You should.
We was doing good, and then you put the 6 garlic knots, and then that shut it down.
So if I change the garlic knots to the center cut of the Sicilian, that's better. Is that better?
I don't know. I never had that. What's that? The center cut of the Sicilian.
You haven't had a Sicilian?
I hadn't had that one yet.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, it's like a regular pizza, but it's just square.
Okay.
So the only thing
about this thick.
It's about. Be quiet. Why are you in my business? I'm talking to Pastor Carl.
We're on the show. We're live. Hello.
Never mind. I'm done.
Don't.
Done. I'm finished. I'm finishing. I'm done.
So
I'm quiet.
Eat you a Flintstone vitamin and go night night.
Look. Can y'all see this? This is what my mama left me. Hold on. Let me try.
What is that?
What is that?
Airborne.
Airborne, and they ain't emoting.
Oh.
With elderberry.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Boost your immune system.
Yeah. My mama left that for me.
Come on.
Oh my goodness.
6 years.
God bless y'all. Listen, it's 6:54. We got about 6 minutes before we get out of here. Pastor Carl, one more time, run those social medias down and let them know where they can find you. Let them know how they can get booked up on this app, all this good stuff, because we need to unbig some backs in this season. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Come
on IG, Master Trainer Carl C. Okay, that's Instagram. Go to my Facebook. You can just type in my name, Carl Cormier, Cormier, or you can put in Carl the Trainer. You can hit me up by email, mastertrainercarl@gmail, or you can just text me 713-598-9729.
There it is.
All right, y'all. Y'all have heard it here. The battle is not yours. It is the Lord's. And Pastor Carl is a living testimony to what God can do. He's never short of miracles. We just stop expecting them from him. And so, man, the testimony we've heard here from stage 3 to stage 4 with little to no insurance, God's healing powers, man. And again, the angel visit from Gabriel was something amazing to hear. So if you've not, heard the whole thing, you can go back and watch it on all your podcast platforms. We're there. Make sure that you look for Anointed Radio Network, the FIYAH Show, hosted by Yielded. Man, it's been an amazing time on tonight. Pastor Carl, again, we are super grateful for your transparency, for you sharing your testimony. We look to see what else God is going to be doing with you in this season of your life. And listen, make sure you get us a commercial over here so we can run it and have it on here so the people know where to find you, how to get connected, how to get their bodies together so they can be some living sacrifices, holy and acceptable. That's what the Bible says. That's not me. He said, present your body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable. So your big back is not holy and acceptable because it keeps you from not being able to do it keeps you from being able to do the work of the kingdom.
No, it doesn't.
You got to be
fit. Stop. Don't do that.
That's not true. That's why the preachers be wheezing and falling out. They ain't hooping, they wheezing.
It's a hoop. And God said, let there be light. And there was light. They just trying to get breath in their bodies.
They just
they got that visceral fat on their belly holding them down. And they lungs can't inhale and exhale because that visceral fat has got them lungs held down in captivity. That visceral fat needs to be loose.
Their lungs have their lungs in captivity.
That beef and that church chicken that they begin to pastor, and they always get a pastor the biggest plate and the most food on that, and then he preach and fall over in the pulpit because y'all done fed him all the church chicken and all of that. Stop doing that to these preachers. The Bible says holy and acceptable, not full of fat and visceral fat. Lift your hands, you fat preachers. Listen, y'all, it has been an amazing time here on the FIYAH Show. Pastor Carl, we love you so much. We thank you. We pray that you stop on by any time that you want. And I'm gonna come see. I'm not coming to work out. I'm telling you, I'm coming to see you. I need to come and put my eyeballs on you. And yes, sir. Give me one of them long arm hooks. What's your wingspan, Pastor Carl?
Right.
About 90 miles.
It's way out there. Yeah, it's way out there. Yeah.
He get us all in. He get us all
Pastor
in.
Carl arms longer than my whole body. And I'm 5'3", so his arms is about 5'9". But that's one arm.
You 4'11".
And he gives some of the best hugs. And then he say, all right, now get on the treadmill. But don't say that.
That's
I'm gonna meet you in the streets.
Okay.
Nowhere near a treadmill, so don't worry about it. But thank you so much.
Thank
you for all your amazing guests.
That was probably one of the best testimonies I've heard. That was such a great listening.
Come on.
And
all glory to God.
You deserve everything you're getting right now.
Thank you, brother. Thank y'all. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Through and have stage 4 cancer and still walking on this earth healthy. That's God. That ain't nobody else but God. Because people take that as a sign of like, you know what, we ain't got nothing else to live for because they give up. But God got to work in a plan for you. And that's
right.
And the thing is, some people always realize like you cannot leave this earth until your job is completed from the Lord.
Right.
Come on. That's right.
I'm gonna leave that. I ain't got a hoop right now.
Go ahead.
Without catching my breath.
You to pass out.
God.
Yeah, we don't want you to pass out.
See how they treat me.
And Pastor Carl, you got to make sure you show back up over here because Mike O has been practicing his hooping. So he
okay.
He want to
God.
Yeah, he learning black preaching. Look. He learning black preaching words and everything. What's your word?
God is good. God has healed.
Wait a minute. But why you gotta close your eyes? Why you gotta close your eyes?
Because I'm not talking. God is talking right now. See how they laugh? See how they think it's funny?
I see. Don't worry about it. Just do what you do. Okay?
Show is over. Just get out.
All right, Lorenzo. Yield it. It's been a blessing.
Thank you so much.
Love y'all too. Love you too. All right.
Thank y'all so much. Everybody, thank y'all so much for tuning in. We're here every Tuesday, 4 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you're on the East Coast, that's 5 to 7. What time is it? I don't know. 5 to 8 over there. If you're on the West Coast, that's 2 to something over there. I don't know. Y'all just show up. Yeah, 5. Show up. Come in here every week. If you don't do nothing but come and testify on the Iron Likes, we want to see you here. Look, we got some amazing stuff coming up for the Iron Likes. Lorenzo, can I tell? Don't tell it. Okay,
no, just
we got something new coming for Iron Likes.
You like a kid in a candy store.
Don't miss it.
Right?
Okay,
let's go. It's time to go.
It's time to go.
I love you guys.
Iron Likes got some new stuff. I don't like it. I don't like it that I can't tell.
Hey, good luck tonight, Lorenzo.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm about to go check it out right now. Look. Pass the call out here. I'm about to go get me some pizza.
Woo! Big back.
I'm a cheat. I was lying. I ain't getting broccoli nothing. I'm getting meat lovers.
Listen, I'm gonna get me. I ain't gonna tell you. I'll send a picture. Bye.
You're gonna get a dozen garlic knots.
The baker's dozen.
Listen, I'm going on my diet.
13.
We always say I'm doing my diet tomorrow. I'm going on my diet.
All right, my guy. Y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all next week.
All right, Mike. Have a good one, man. Good night, brother. Appreciate you. Later.
Bye.
Oh man. Peace out. We out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in. We gotta go. We about to leave. I love you guys. And yes, I'm going to get me my pizza. God bless you. Good night. And once again, we're the FIYAH Show, where we what?
Put the heat to the word on the street.
Thank you.
We out. See y'all next week.
You got to know your cue. Oh, man.
Ooh, it's the FIYAH Show. Hosted by you. Turn up the radio if you feel it. We gon' talk, we gon' laugh and hear music. Whatever you gon' need for your